for the raids on Brefa's storehouses were out of necessity for the survival of her clan and not out of any personal animus towards the citizens of the town. You received your compensation and discussed your options for proceeding. Remaining your captive, Armek is going to lead you back to her people's hideout, where you will attempt to negotiate some sort of peace. Heading out onto the road, the four of you encountered the newest addition to the group, an unusual elven woman named Falorna and her orangutan companion Norman. Shortly after exchanging some pleasantries, these new acquaintances found themselves in the heat of battle as the rock wall under which Falorna had made camp came alive and attacked your group. Following a hard-fought victory, Armet continued to lead you guys towards her clan until nightfall, when you made camp and set up our first watch. That is where we will pick up with Tanin, Genevieve, and Armek keeping watch while the others get some well-deserved rest. So if you guys would like to um, say or do anything with each other while you take your first watch.
And it was... Who was keeping the watch again?
Me, you.
And Armek,
Lore. Oh,
your prisoner.
and Armek?
Yes, everybody else is taking a little bit of a nap.
It's just knocked out. I guess because we were first watch, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'll look at Armek and kind of like, how can I describe it? Like in a begrudgingly apologetic manner. And just be like, thank you. I appreciate your help today.
She'll like bare her teeth at you in something resembling a smile, and give a quick nod. Did you guys take her short sword back from her, or does she have it?
I wasn't the one who gave it to her. Also, I'm sleeping.
I think she took it from. I think she took it from Rafa during the fight.
Yeah. I'll leave her with it.
Hands bound or unbound?
Unbound.
Yeah, she'll just say, well, dearie, there's a little bit of trust that has to go around.
Pam got her own room? Look at her.
Oh, what?
Yes, I'm sorry, but I hope you can understand where
Yeah,
I
this
was
is a
coming
different campaign.
Yeah, well,
I'm a player in this one.
I do certainly understand, and I hope that if
And hi, guys.
you people really do mean what he said, that like we can have a more fruitful relationship going forward.
from. I meant it wholeheartedly. I can tell you for Brodel, he means it as well. Jasper, he's quite lovely. He's quite friendly. I don't think he has a bad bone in his body.
Oh, it's not session
And as for the
2,
lore?
it's session 3. Whoops.
She's new, but I don't feel like I have to worry about her. She feels natural with us.
She seems quite helpful. Well,
Yes,
that
and that
Jackson fellow is quite interesting. You know, he can speak the same language that you should be able to. It is quite a shame you can't speak in your own native tongue.
My native tongue is common.
No, sir. The dragons are the mightiest creatures in all of Agholor. That blood and that strength lives in you.
Uh-oh.
I have never had anybody teach me Draconic. There's never been a need. You know how it's looked upon around here.
Well, not everyone is so cruel.
I'll look at like the rest of the group and I'll be like, you're right for sure on that one.
Yeah, so while this is going on, would you guys mind rolling me perception checks? I need them from each of you.
Everybody's doing watch,
Unfortunately,
Yeah, so it would just be Terrence and Rafa.
yeah, I was just about to say, unfortunately, I can't do that because I'm sleeping.
You are currently unconscious, that is correct.
My passive is 13.
I got a 12.
Okay.
I got a 16.
Am I sleeping right now?
Yes, you and Norman are asleep, so you guys should.
Okay.
You actually gain the benefits of a long rest because you are an elf. So you only need the 4 hours to gain the long rest.
Also, what is Norman's nickname again? Because he doesn't like being called Norman.
Nori. No,
Okay.
he hates being called Nori.
Oh, okay, perfect,
Yeah.
perfect.
Only I can call him Nori.
I
Hates
can't get the
Nori.
monkey mad.
All right, for sure. So as the night is going on and you makes a little bit of chit chat, the shrinking moon rises high above your heads, bathing the world in a silky blue-white luminescence as it shares the sky with, at this point in the moon cycle, the now visible rings surrounding the planet of Agholor. Um, Genevieve, your keen ears twitch um, as they manage to pick up the sound of a branch snapping nearby. Um, and you whirl around and you see three figures at the bottom of the hill. These three. It's hard to see because I don't think either one of you have dark vision. Is that correct?
Can you guys hear me?
No, I do.
Brittany
I
and Isaac?
definitely don't have dark vision.
So these are shadowy figures that you cannot really.
You
make
losers
out,
hear
that are
me?
slowly approaching you from the bottom of the hill. So there's one coming from this way, and then two coming from over here. What do you do?
Oh, I didn't see the pings.
Hey, you two.
What?
Think somebody's coming.
Like one of the group?
I mean, they're all asleep. But I heard something.
Armin, can you see anything? Armin?
Oh, sorry. I thought you were saying. Does she have dark vision? That's a great question, actually. Hold
Dragonborn don't. If that's.
on. She's not a dragonborn.
Oh, okay.
She be different.
Yes, they are. Something else. Let me see. Yes. Actually, she does have dark vision. Interesting.
Oh.
Yes. Appear to be some sort of goblinoid figures coming up the hill, and you see that they're starting to get a little bit closer now, as they're looming up through the night and begin circling towards the outside of you. As they gain closer through the embers of the fire and also the faint amount of light that is coming down from the sky, you can see that at least these two have the unmistakable glint of steel at their sides, and they are armed and ready. What do you guys do in that moment as they're approaching you?
I'm gonna
Screaming
cast.
out Portal.
I'm gonna cast dancing lights and like throw them out there to try and see them.
For sure. All right, so let's go ahead and make these. I believe it is 4 of them.
Yeah, it's 4. Do I want all 4? Or do I want one giant one? I'll take all 4, and just move them.
And I
Move
believe
'em.
it is a 10-foot radius, so just give me a second here.
It is one range of 120 feet, like around.
Oh, yeah, but the actual light is a 10-foot
10
radius.
feet.
So let's go ahead and do that.
Yummy, yummy.
All right. While he is doing that, do you do anything to Neen? And you should be able to go ahead and move those around wherever you'd like them.
Yeah.
Can I do an interaction and a bonus action?
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to scream out to Brodel as I change into my dragon sorry form.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you could definitely do that. Like shouting out is just kind of a free action. So at this point, and this is towards the end of your watch, by the way. So the people who are sleeping did get the benefits that I said. So at this point, you guys hear a loud shout coming out from Tanine. So you guys are rustled awake, and you can hear this blue guy over here just shout out, "Now, why'd you have to fucking do that? All right, now we have to get a bit violent here." Sorry. Are you guys taking a bit of an aggressive stance? I mean, it sounds like it from if you're going into your starry form.
Yeah, like well, not aggressive, but more defensive.
Okay.
Like shield at the ready. I'm just a starry bitch.
So I'll go ahead and remove the unconscious tags from you guys, so you guys are all coming awake now. If you have
Please tell.
shields, you can equip your shields, but armor would take a little bit too long to put on at this point.
Well, we have
I
taken ours off.
I already have. I already put my shield on.
Yeah, shield's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you were keeping watch, you have your armor on. It's just if you were asleep, you can't sleep unless you're wearing light armor.
All right, let's not make this too complicated. All right, hand over your rations, hand over your gold, and everybody can get out of here just fine.
What makes us look like we have gold?
Well, those shiny weapons at your side, the bags that you're wearing, all those fancy clothes of yours. So I think it's pretty obvious.
I'd say your stuff on you is a little shinier than ours.
He just gives a nice throaty laugh because when you look at him, it's very clear that that is not true. He's in like these disheveled, tattered clothes that are barely covering what seems to be like rusty and well-worn plate armor underneath. So it's pretty much in tatters at this point. So it's very much clear that that is not the case. So he's like,
I like you. I like you. I'm gonna consider letting you live as long as you comply nicely. All right.
No.
Listen, buddy. I just woke up. My friend here interrupted my nap because of you. I'll give you some food, but you can go on your way. No problem.
In the
It
meantime,
seems
can
to
I
be,
try telepathically waking the other two up?
they are awake. You
Oh,
shout,
okay,
you
perfect.
shouted. Yeah.
Gotta make sure.
All right. So that's a good start, at least. That's a good start. So go ahead, hand over your rations, hand over your gold, any funny moments, and we're just gonna have to fucking kill you.
That's the other part of what I was going to say. I don't necessarily enjoy when people interrupt my nap. So how's about I do this? I literally throw a ration in his face. You can have that, and you can fuck off.
He accepts it with a growl. He goes to catch it and he like stumbles a little bit. Does hit him a little bit in the face. He growls very angrily. And this guy begins circling around the back here.
No funny movements.
And yeah, they do begin circling around. It's like,
I'm sorry. What makes you think that you were giving the orders around here?
I'ma look over to Neen and sort of like ask for a nod and approval in a way, like kind of like, hey, we doing this?
what is everybody else doing while that is happening?
Go ahead, Genevieve.
I'm gonna run and hide. I'm
The
gonna-
second that you run, by the way, the second that you run, from across from out of the darkness, an arrow just lands in the ground right in front of you, in between your feet. And Mr. Blue Guy laughs and says,
Now, this is what I mean when I said no funny business, all right? Because I've got my friend, Mister, across the way over there. You know why we call him Mister? Because he ain't Miss, all right? So, I would recommend just complying, and we can all get out of here, and everything's gonna be fine.
You have really bad humor.
You have really bad smell, dude. Like, you gotta take a fucking shower. Like, I'm rank, and you're atrocious.
Listen,
At least I'm not here to steal.
I have perhaps a couple of days of rations I can perhaps throw your way, but as far as money, I am a poor traveler, and so are my friends here. We are nothing but travelers just trying to enjoy the world, and we don't have much. Like, for instance, I only have about 11 gold.
It's alright, I can understand that. I mean, we can certainly verify the veracity of such a statement, but, that's definitely a good start. I like you the most. And the lot of you.
Armac, do you know these people? These friends of yours?
she's just shaking her head. No, she does not want to communicate. At least, you know her aversion to common, and she knows that you cannot speak common.
All right then. Normie, there's a job for you to do. Norman, sorry.
Yeah. So sorry. Other people were doing other things. So you were trying to run when the arrow shot between you. Did you stop after that point, or did you still?
Oh,
Do you
sorry.
still want to try and run?
I kind of just stop and wait for an opportunity when they're distracted to keep trying to run and hide somewhere.
Okay, great. Lore and Jasper, I need to know what you two are trying to do.
So Lore being woken up, she would have slowly gotten up from where she was sleeping, slowly grabbed her shield and axe, and like she's just like watching them really suspiciously and listening, and just kind of, I'm gonna wait for the cue of we're fucking these guys up.
Mm-hmm.
And Norman would just be doing the same, like just kind of.
Yeah, he's just looking at you, just like keeping his wings bared, and he's like waiting to pounce like on his back haunches, like. Yeah, and Nolan, please.
Yeah. Is the one talking to us that look like the big leader of this group?
So this blue guy here, so this guy is the one that's been doing a lot of the talking. He's the one that Brodel was like throwing the food in his face. He's been engaging in a lot of it. These two have not said anything yet. But yeah, you could definitely presume that this guy's the leader.
Do we know what they are? Are they Dragonborn?
Roll me this would be a nature check.
Okay. I think that's a fail. That's a 6 without my modifier, and I think my modifier is not that high.
Yeah, especially also because you don't have dark vision, right, for Bogles?
Oh, it's an 11.
11 for nature check? Yeah, this shouldn't be too hard actually, because these are somewhat common. So these, although you probably don't know like the specific subrace or anything, these do definitely appear to be goblinoid creatures. So they're a bit large to be goblins. So these are probably some sort of hobgoblins, whether it's some sort of soldier or anything else, but most likely a hobgoblin.
Okay. I would like to speak to the blue one. I move up next to Brodel and just say,
indeed, we are all very poor, as he was saying in my very elegant gowns. And I will say to him, I suggest that you take the food that we give you and then be on your way, good sir. And I will cast suggestion.
Oh yeah, for sure. Okay, let me go ahead and move over to his
DC of 14.
It's a wisdom,
And
right?
I believe it's charisma.
Either way, that's a fail. So
It is wisdom. Okay, cool.
yeah, he failed that either way thoroughly. So to be clear, your suggestion was to take the food and end it amicably.
Take the food and go away.
See, I like you guys. These are very reasonable suggestions, and I think we can all have a lovely night here as some fellow poor travelers just trying to make it by in the world.
And yeah, he will approach you. He still has his sword drawn, but he does not clear to be openly hostile towards you for sure.
Okay.
Can I throw him whatever rations I have?
Yeah, absolutely. So the purple guy is also gonna come over because that is closer to you. So these two are gonna approach you guys and collect the rations if you're handing them over. And then this individual in the back over here is just gonna keep her distance, keep watch. And then you know that there is at least one archer somewhere in the darkness over here.
I'd like to wrap one of my rations in a like a piece of cloth.
Yeah.
I know there's a better way I can do this, and beat myself up for it.
Yep.
Look at my inventory.
Yeah, normally he would not want you to do that, but since he is under the effects of your suggestion spell, you can definitely go ahead and do that.
Yeah, just a bit of my robes. Just gently undo some knittings and rip off a piece to wrap it up very lightly. And I will make. I really want to get to know this piece of cloth so that I know exactly what this piece of cloth is, in case I need to look for it later.
Okay, yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah. So you would tear off some specific cloth. You can mark it in some way, so that way you can write down that you are very familiar with this piece of cloth. And you probably have an easy time locating this object later if that's what you were intending to
Yeah.
do. Yeah. Everybody else. Yeah. So are people willingly handing over their rations? I just want to
Can
check and make sure what people are doing.
So I want to try something. Would Genevieve have ever seen an actual dragon before?
How old are you?
Like 25, 30.
25, 30. Roll me a percentile dice.
Okay.
Let's say there is a 15% chance that you have.
That is a 60.
Yeah, no. I mean, they are exceedingly rare, especially since most of them do have to go into hiding. And where you live, or where you had lived, that's not really like the kind of environment that dragons would frequent. So you have not really seen them, no.
Okay, so that plan is off the table at the moment. Okay. What would you say? What exactly is Armek? Like, is she as close to Dragonborn, kind of like
Nature
Taheen is, or a little more human?
nature check. She looks more draconic than Tanin does. That's for sure. But if you want to know like specifically what she is, roll me a nature check.
Okay, nature. Where are you? All right. That is a 16.
She is actually what is called a draconian. So she bears a lot more of the draconic features as opposed to a dragonborn. And you would also know, yeah, with a 16, yeah, that's enough for a 16. Yeah.
Okay, so what I want to do is, what do I have in my inventory?
Keep in mind though, the guy that is collecting it from you, this purple guy, he is not under the effects of a suggestion spell.
Oh, no. This isn't a suggestion thing.
Okay.
I would like to... Alright, so... I have, because I chose starting equipment, I have a Python, or however you pronounce it.
Oh, yes, yeah. So that's basically like a metal spike that you can stick in the ground or a rock.
Alright, so I want to, using magical tinkering, since they're both right, like, next to me, or, like, in view of, Armak and Taheen, take magical tinkering, use it with a Python, and, it says I could do static visual effect.
Yep.
And try and make Armek and Taheen look a lot scarier than they actually are. Like, more...
So that would be in terms of the actual Python. So you would be putting the visual effect on the object that you're tinkering with.
Yeah, and then I want to try and, like, I guess either slip it in front of him to have the effect come up, or, like, put it in a pocket where it, like, somehow is coming up in his view. Oh, okay then.
Yeah, it's not an illusion. It's basically like, imagine shrink wrapping an image onto an object. That's basically what it does. It makes an image appear on the object itself.
All right then, scrap that whole idea. I'm just.
Yeah, so he's approaching you. He is basically putting his arms out, his left arm out. His right hand is like very clearly holding a long sword. And he's like, all right, come on, hand him over. Come on.
All right then. I will hand the food over. That.
Sure. Lore and Tanin and so we'll do Lore, then Tanin, then Broldil, whether or not you guys are resisting.
Lore?
You are muted.
Sorry. Okay. What was the question?
Whether or not you're resisting, or if you're just handing over the rations.
I don't even know if I have any rations, if I'm being honest. I was just looking. I don't know that I even added any.
In that case, you can definitely tell them that. They will check your bag, just to be sure.
Okay.
I'm actually in the same boat.
Okay.
Pretty sure if you start, well, it depends on what you did to start, but every pack comes with 10.
Well, I did the, I took the gold and then just purchased instead.
Plus, I know that you guys have good berries that you've been using to eat, so you don't actually technically really need the rations. So, yeah, so they'll check you, assuming that you submit yourself to investigation of your pack. They'll just open it up, make sure that, because they're somewhat substantial. They're like 2 pounds apiece, so they would be able to see that.
Sure.
Yeah. So,
I'm gonna hand over my bag if that's the case and let them check me.
all right, yeah. Take a look. He just like snorts a little bit, spits on the ground, and throws it back to you. He goes to check Armek as well, who definitely does not have any rations because you basically took her as a prisoner and stripped her of all possessions. Yeah, so I guess that leads us to Tanine and Broldel, whether or not what you guys are up to.
I don't have the bag, so they can search me, but I'm gonna, yeah, they can search me.
And Broldel?
Well, I'm not letting them. Whoops, I'm muted. I'm not letting
Oh.
them touch me. First of all, second of all, I was gonna hand them everything but 1 ration.
Okay.
Like,
So you're handing it to
and
the charmed guy, so you can make me a sleight of hand check at advantage.
yes. I have advantage regardless, by the way.
For sleight of hand?
With Vedalken, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Gas.
Lore, actually, because he checked you. Do you have any gold on you?
I'm gonna take my gold.
Oh, and I'm also
roll
I'm also not doing that.
Yeah,
You
that's
can
the
roll
one thing
me,
I'm
you
watching
can roll me
for.
a sleight of hand check. Everybody who was it, so Falorna and Tanine, you guys roll me a straight sleight of hand check because this guy is not charmed.
So just a D20 no mod?
Plus dex, plus proficiency.
Oh,
Wait,
okay.
what? Okay, something went wrong here.
17. 16 plus 1.
I would also be handing him the amount of gold I told him, which was 11, I believe.
Sure.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah. So right off 11 gold. He won't be pressing you more than that. He is charmed.
18 for me.
Yeah, for sure. So both of you manage while you're taking your bags off your shoulder. You actually manage to take your opposite hand and sling it behind you and tuck it, whether it's like into a fold of your jacket or something. You feel pretty confident that you've managed to keep it out of this guy's line of sight. So Broldel takes the 11 gold off.
Yeah, I actually rolled the same exact number. I got a 16 with advantage.
Okay. You were still handing over the 11 gold, right? So this is just to conceal the 1 ration and then any excess gold.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you also feel pretty confident that that is that has eluded them.
Well, okay, yeah, that's fine. Go ahead.
Yeah. So Mr. Charmed over here is gonna look at you guys and say,
See, now this was a pleasant fucking interaction. I've enjoyed this thoroughly. Hope you all have a wonderful night. I think we've concluded things here.
Well, don't you think you should probably, have a rest and eat with us and have your friends come over? We can have, we don't have to be rude, Like if you wanted food, we can sit here and as I've heard, once in a land that is traveled, kumbaya, we can hang out,
It's quite late at night, and I've bothered you people enough for one night's rest, so might as well, head out while everything's still on the up and up,
Well, what do you guys think? Don't you, it's kind of rude, we're giving them food. It's up to you all,
he is beginning to back away at this point, by the way. So if you wanted to keep going, you would have to make some sort of move in order to get him to stay. But they are beginning to back up at this point.
Janine is very confused.
Yeah,
Are they turning around yet, or are they facing us while backing up?
This guy is so Mr. Purple guy is definitely facing you guys. Mr. Blue guy, I think he turned his back, but also keep in mind that there is somebody that's watching you from
Yeah.
behind him.
All right.
In Giant, I'd like to speak to Brodil and say, I perhaps compelled him to take our food and leave. I believe if he stays, it would go against the spell.
Okay, no problem. Yes, okay. Alright, see you. Goodbye.
Have a good one, guys.
And they will back away.
Nolan, you, Jasper understands. Does he understand either Dwarvish or Halfling?
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh! Do I not speak those languages?
Uh-oh.
Or Thieves' Camp?
I doubt he speaks
Dwarvish.
thieves can.
I don't speak Dwarvish or Halfling. Oh, that's so sad.
He goes, I have to take the linguist feat now. I have to take
I already have it.
Oh.
You do? Sheesh.
Yeah, I have the linguist feature, and I have Cloistered Scholar, and I have just I don't know
Knowledge
knowledge
domain,
cleric.
general knowledge, yeah. All right, awesome. So that is a combat averted for sure. Congrats, guys. So right off the stuff that you did hand over, I will keep you guys to the honor policy for that. So it should be, most of you didn't have rations anyways, and you were able to hide your gold. So Broldil will write off the 11 gold and everything but one ration. Jasper would hand over all of his rations. And then, yeah, you guys managed to hide yours. And actually, wait, did we do the same thing for Genevieve? Oh, well, I'm not going to wreck on it. All right, for sure. So that is that. So now we can begin the second part of your rest. Everybody else that was just sleeping, you can choose to keep watch, or if you would like to sleep all the way through the night, you are welcome to as well, but we would need some people to keep watch.
Before everybody goes back to bed, can I just ask Armac and Draconic, did you happen to recognize anybody?
No, not particularly. I mean, not everybody out here knows each other. That's a little bit racist, friend.
I am a little bit racist. I apologize for that.
At least you're upfront about it. I'll have to respect you for that one.
Oh, no, I'm just assuming that your conclusion is, I don't know, perhaps has some weight to it because of my assumptions.
Yes, well, no, those, I believe those were some sort of goblinoids. They don't associate with us dragon folk.
That sounds a bit racist yourself.
Well, I suppose we're in the same boat.
This isn't a good boat to be in.
Well, we can have philosophical discussions about the merits of various creatures and races at another time, probably. I need to get some rest. We have a long journey to go, perhaps another 2 or 3 days before we even arrive.
Okay, sleep tight then. And I'll just walk away.
Armac will head to sleep. So who else is sleeping?
Actually-
Alville is definitely sleeping.
Okay. Go for it. Yeah, never mind.
I'm assuming Tanine and Genevieve, you guys are sleeping, unless you want to take exhaustion stacks.
I'm going the fuck to sleep.
I would like to give my spell slots back.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so you guys can head to bed, or if there's anything that you would like to talk about as a group before you do so, you're more than welcome to do that now.
I'm going to sleep.
Frodo, you're fucking knocked out. Yeah, dope. Dope. Nah, I'll tell everybody in the morning. Yeah. Going to sleep.
All right. So Lore, Norman, and Jasper, are you guys sleeping, or are you going to be keeping watch?
I'll watch since I've already gotten my long rest.
Okay, for
I
sure.
will also keep watch.
All right. Yeah. So the night is still quite dark at this point. The embers of the campfire are just barely illuminating the area around you. It's a little bit brighter for you, Lore, obviously, as you're more accustomed to the darkness. But yeah, there's just the chirping of various insects in the background, and you guys have the night to yourselves while you keep watch.
During this time, can I go ahead and get dressed?
Yes, while you so in between watches, it is assumed that you guys put on your armor and stuff and get ready for any battle that is about to take place. Yeah, so that part is all assumed. Same thing about like in the mornings, getting dressed and preparing your spells. That's just assumed that that's part of it.
Cool.
So you guys are free to discuss anything you like or do anything in your downtime. Otherwise, I will just need perception checks from all of you.
I will ask. Does this work? Oh, okay, never mind. Just that. Yeah, I'll ask, Lauren, just,
Pardon me, if you don't mind me asking. I overheard that there was some sort of magic that has come across your friend Norman.
Yeah, it appears so. I don't know much about it though. He's just kind of always been there, so I don't know much about where he came from or even where I came from, so I can't give you much information on it, but...
How long have you guys been together?
As long as I can remember. My parents found me and Norman when I was a baby, and we were just together, so...
It is fascinating.
Yeah.
Well, if there's anything that I learn, maybe perhaps I can help. I do have access to many libraries and many books that probably talk about this subject if you would like.
I would appreciate it. I mean, I'm on the hunt. I don't even know where to start other than the fact that I'm an elf. So if you come across anything, it'd be much appreciated.
Yes, of course.
Roll me an Arcana check, Nolan. Or Jasper. Oh, Mr. Jasper.
I was gonna cast a spell, but I'll take it. It's a 9 plus 8, 17.
17 plus 8, nice. Yeah. So you have not read about this kind of connection in particular. That you are not as familiar with the druidic ways, which is what it seems to be some sort of nature connection, definitely for sure. You, I think, also through your sage background, if you don't know something, you know where you can find that information. Is that correct?
With my... Yes, I don't want to lie to you. Let me just check my background.
Just take it.
I don't
Just
know how
take
to
it.
go to my background.
It's
With
the
these,
research
additionally,
of
you
that-
are likely to gain treatment. It's a cloistered scholar background.
Cloistered scholar.
Yeah, so just a library access.
Oh, library access. That is different. So the research feed is what I thought that was. Hold on.
No, it's just the cloistered scholar.
No, all right, never mind. Yeah, so your best guess would be probably, if you wanted to learn about that in the library, probably either one of the major cities where they would be studying arcane magic, or maybe someplace closer to Volcro.
Oh my.
But for sure, oh yeah, so can I just get perception checks from Lore and Jasper?
Mine was 13.
13, all right.
And is a natural 1.
Natural 1, nice. That's exactly what we want to see. Yeah, so you were quite lost in thought here, just considering the possibilities for whatever this connection might be and trying to understand the nature of it. And so you mostly are just relying on like your tertiary senses here to just barely keep any sort of watch. Or you keep more of a watchful eye, And from this vantage point, and also with your ability to see in the dark, you feel pretty confident that nobody has stuck into camp, or that there's any danger nearby. And you guys are able to can reconvene in the morning as the dawn breaks. Everybody can wake up and take your long rest. Broldil, you gain 2 temporary hit points. Yeah, and now the day is yours.
Wait, what'd I get?
Do we all take a long rest now?
What? Where'd I get that from?
Okay.
You gain your 2 temporary hit points because you slept both ways through.
Since you did not take watch during the long rest, you get the temp HP. But if you take a break during the long rest, you just get the full effects of the long rest.
I see. Well,
Yeah.
thanks.
I think.
Yeah, no, that's
Yes.
correct. That's correct.
So,
Presents.
gang. Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
And the elf just looks over all of you and just be like, "Oh, you children." Yes.
Wait, did you say
Um,
peasants? I heard presents. Wait,
I said presents.
Oh, I thought you said peasants. Oh, that's hilarious.
No.
Yeah, so the sun is rising over the horizon upon a new day in Agholor after collecting your items and stomping out the embers of the campfire. You guys greet each other in the morning, and you can prepare any spells that you have to now before we head out in the day, and you guys greet each other in the morning.
My friends, there is something I would like to share with you, and I'll pull out the note that Edmund was his name, right?
Yes.
Pulling out the note that he gave me specifically, and I'll tell them there is something I must find. Jesus Christ, how do I take this out of full screen?
If you're showing them, I can just give them the picture.
Yeah, can you share them the picture?
Yes.
And as I kind of hand it over and be like, I am on a mission to find a cure for this. What is causing my smell is not just my lack of what you guys call hygiene. I am what I think is cursed. I was born in the Forsaken. Whoa, no. Sorry. My egg was found in the Forsaken. I've been living in Volcra ever since. I have been different than any other Dragonborn I have heard of. And I don't think this is the way I am supposed to be. My elders have put me in contact with a group. I think you guys have heard us as the Vitalists. And they have been so far my only hope in finding anybody who can heal me and hopefully heal the Forsaken as well. I'm supposed to meet with somebody on said date in whatever letter. It's not rush. I have like a month or whatever, but yes, this is what I must share with you.
get away from me!
You guys can help me with it. Ah!
I'm joking.
Hopefully you can help me as well.
So what do you smell like? I didn't even know you had a smell.
I smell like absolute death and dog water.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Well,
Even when I'm clean, I do not smell, but my breath smells of actual
Vitera.
death.
so we are
Yes,
to
like
go.
rotten flesh.
My
Well-
snores sound like the screaming of small children.
This brings a sort of dilemma, yes, because we are to go to Vitera, but we were headed towards our next encampment, right?
So as for that date, by the way, because you guys have lived in this country, so you know what the calendar is like. That is, let's see, today I believe. Let me look this up here. Okay, So this morning is the 18th of the month Fruthia, and the 14th of Morosia is going to be in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks and 3 days.
We have like
1 week is 7 days for continuity's sake.
we have like a month and a half. Like, don't worry, but hopefully you can help me. This is where I need to go.
Also, a month is 3 weeks as opposed to 4 or 4.5.
We have like almost 2 months.
Which way is left?
Upside down.
Huh?
Sometimes.
I'm trying to see the map again. So we were headed. Oh.
Hold on.
So as Brodil realizes that we are to go to the east, therefore going right, I kind of cringe a little bit.
Yeah, let me go ahead and pull up the regional map for you guys.
Okay.
We're not going there now, though. We're going to.
You guys went north, and over here is probably where you are now. Basically, right at the start of the hilly area. You know that you'll have to travel further into the hills. It's unclear what direction roughly, but you do definitely have to travel further in here for your mission.
Well, Felorn, where were you headed to, by the way? I don't know if I caught that.
So, I'm getting my my campaigns mixed up. I feel like I'm not gonna say the right name.
You said it in roleplay.
It starts with an R.
Rumengard.
Oh, it is that? Okay, yeah, that's. Why was I thinking that was Hector's campaign? Yeah,
I could
that's
pay a
where.
visit to some of the most powerful druids in Volcra. That's what you said.
Yeah.
I see. So way more north. That's quite a place. It could be beautiful, depending on if you like stone or not. But I believe Sir Jasper, that you were also headed to the north. Yes.
Yes, I was. I was heading north, hopefully to find this camp that Almac speaks of, and then hopefully to make right with the homeowners.
I see. So and I suppose our little rat friend here is just looking for the
I'm
shinies.
not a rat.
Like I said, I definitely said bunny. I don't know what you're talking about. You were you headed in any particular location?
Wandering, running, hiding, whatever you may want to call it.
Ah, then you and I are the same, except for the running and hiding. Wandering, yes. Well, I suppose we can do the whole Armek thing, and then we can definitely visit Viterra to help our friend here. But after all, there is a wanted person there. I believe they called him Trag. Last seen around there, I believe. It's an opportunity to make some gold, yes?
Does anybody remember the description that was given to us of this wanted individual?
A half-orc, I believe, with some sort of scar. I believe the poster said. And he might be magical, because it mentioned that he used enchantment that was not authorized. But as far as physical description is most definitely a half-orc male.
Yeah, he's a rough-looking half-orc. I mean, from the picture that you guys saw, it looks like he's got part of his lip missing, and a large tusk coming from both sides, especially very visible from the missing lip area. He looks pretty scarred and war-torn. Just a gruff-looking half-orc.
But
Hopefully he's not too hard to find.
Well, I suppose I haven't seen any orcs around this area, so I don't. Well, I've never been out to Vaitera, but I assume it might be a little easy. But we'll cross that bridge when it gets there. Do we all agree that we continue on north, or shall we go to Vaitera with haste?
I think I personally more interested in going with Armek.
Yes. Keep in mind, you are talking about abandoning her entire group of people directly in front of her. So she's not too happy about that.
Not abandoning, delaying. Okay.
Postponing.
Well, if you don't mind that we continue to raid all the towns nearby, then certainly keep going.
No, you are correct. You have been very nice to us, even though, like, well, given the circumstances. But
I'll just tell you, like, with the time that you have between now and the date on his note, you definitely have time to finish this, and assuming that it doesn't, like, something wild happens and you don't, like, disappear for a month or so. And you can definitely have time to make it up to the trail and over there, or down to Dwemer and over there.
Yeah, did we have something to do in Dwemer? I completely forgot. Well, actually, I'll be asking this in person. Was there something to do in Dwemer? I don't remember. Okay, then I'll ask the GM.
History check.
Where's my character sheet? Not gonna lie, I feel like you're gonna kill me soon, so I started building a new character.
Oh yes, I remember.
No, now I want a history check, okay?
Okay, I can tell you if you forget, Paul.
12.
You're a silly goose.
12. You were given a task to deliver something to somebody in Dwemer.
Okay.
Yes, but it was a conditional task. You can't remember exactly what the nature of it was.
Cool.
If Dwemer was on our way, we have to deliver the note to the town master of Dwemer so we can ask for military help on our whatever adventures, I think, to do the shit with this Armek woman.
Let me look at my flaws
probably.
real quick.
My flaw.
Ah, yes, I totally know that. I was just testing you. But we should go on, yes?
Won't ever accept he's wrong.
I am
Okay.
actively adding flaws the more when time passes by the way. But anyway, yeah. I have nothing more to say.
If you all decided that you're not going to leave us to die, I guess we can get going.
This is true.
She definitely has taken on a much colder air and demeanor about her, especially following this conversation. Where, like, you can roll me an insight check if you want more of that. But yeah, and she'll, like, turn around and briskly start walking away.
Is it towards everybody?
Yes.
Dick.
Sorry.
Why are you
Everybody.
apologizing to me?
Everybody disliked that. I'm not apologizing to you.
To
What?
be fair, Armak, you did almost kill us, and also steal food.
To be fair, you did kill 3 of my closest friends.
Closest
Yes,
friends.
with
Oh my
one-
god, the dynamic changes.
If you want me to be honest with you, it's better to think that you are dead and come back alive than to never come back at all.
Yes. So as you guys are, philosophizing,
Yeah, we could just head out. I'm good with it.
she is leading you towards the way. The terrain around you, although there are grasslands and things nearby, there are rocks that pretty much prevent this from being viable cropland for the most part. All throughout the entire route, she leads you north, generally without incident for the early part of the morning. Can everybody roll me a d12?
The fuck?
You and your fucking D12s, dog.
What the hell is this?
The best dice.
The most underused dice.
I got a
9.
9. Ooh.
I'm not saying what my answer is.
You literally have to.
I got a 7.
Well, if I'm saying I don't want to say it, you probably already know what it is.
What?
It's a 1.
It's a
is it
Schwan.
1? Okay.
You don't know what the tables are.
You have no idea what the tables. You also don't know what the conditions are for one of these things happening. So.
Yeah, but if I don't want to, okay, never mind. Go
So can everybody tell me what they got? We got a 7, a 1, I think an 8.
2 9s. Me and Nolan both got a 9.
We got 9s. Laura, what'd you get?
You gotta speak up, girl.
4. Sorry, I
4.
forgot I did push to talk.
For sure. All right, yeah. You guys managed to travel the entire day, seemingly without incident. There, obviously you're getting tired. The hills begin to get more and more common. The grass is diminishing quite a bit, and it's definitely getting into be rougher and rougher terrain. You see some like wildlife and various creatures in the distance as they just seem to be minding their own business. Nothing hostile seems to be approaching you guys. And eventually it becomes later in the day as she is struggling to, locate specifically the next like symbol that they need in order to find the place. You guys begin to slow down. And if there's anything you guys wanted to talk about tonight, at this point it's like mid to late afternoon, probably like 4 o'clock or so.
Can I cast just guidance on Armek to help her find her way home faster, just in case she's like kind of forgetting the way?
Yeah, for sure. You do that. You go over and you whisper some, helpful words to her, and she just, looks at you and just nods and says, "Oh, thank you, dearie." That does seem to help her. She is able to spot the next place, and you guys can continue on ahead. If there's anything you guys wanted to do in the meantime, or we can just go right to nightfall.
Nothing.
Master Tenant, perhaps if we take a watch tonight, you could take watch with me. I do have some important matters to discuss with you.
Yes, absolutely.
Very good.
Is it urgent? You can tell me now.
It is urgent that we discuss this perhaps within the next month.
Understood. Okay. I shall see you at nightfall then.
Very good.
Brodel.
Wait, is it nightfall?
It is getting towards dusk, so it's probably 5, 6 o'clock.
Are we setting up camp?
I don't think yet. I think like until like it's actually just getting to the point where
Okay, then I will respond. Yes.
I'm just gonna give you my coin pouch and just give you the entirety of my gold.
I'm
I
not.
feel like,
I'm not going to take this from you.
I mean, I wasn't going to use it myself.
I'll take it.
It seems that she wants to take it.
Little bunny. I will give
Yeah?
it to you on one condition.
What?
This is, I think, a lot of shiny.
Yeah.
But when I need some shiny, I will need your help. Understood?
That's not how this usually works. They give, I keep. That's it.
Okay, so I keep you no get.
But
Yes or no?
she's like visibly frustrated, trying to comprehend the idea of giving money back to somebody else. Fine. I want it.
I appreciate the thought, friend, but come.
Mainly also because I don't want to hold it, but also okay. And then I'll just toss my little pouch to Genevieve.
Yeah.
How much
Yeah.
does she add?
I guess right off all of your coin.
237 gold, 20 silver, 20 copper.
I'm fucking loaded.
Are you trying to like? Are you trying to like go suicide and respawn trick with a bunch more gold or something like?
No. I'm wrong.
Listen, I'm playing two polar opposite characters. I got one that doesn't give a shit about money, and this one that wants all of it.
Personally, I just don't give a fuck about like material stuff.
Okay. Yeah. Anything else? For anybody else?
Nah, I'm good.
All right. In that case, as night begins to fall and you guys begin to, set up camp, you pass out your good berries since you don't have too many rations to go around at this point. And everybody, begins to settle in, rubbing off their very sore feet that from having traveled across the rocky terrain for the whole day. Armek does look at you guys and be like, well, we have made quite a bit of decent progress. Still probably one more day of full travel, and we'll be able to arrive the following morning if I were to estimate.
Are we sure she's not leading us in circles?
It does not feel like a circle, bunny.
Yeah, make me a survival check.
Me?
Yep.
We're... Oh, okay. Horrible. 15?
Yeah, you from the orientation of the sun, you definitely know that you're not going in circles. I mean, you've been heading pretty consistently north, and then varying between east and west. But you're definitely not going in a circle.
Okay.
Oh, little bunny. No, I don't think that I would mind wasting all my time in the mountains for no reason. I have a people that I have to get back to. Well, I'm tired, so I'm gonna go to bed. The rest of you, I don't care.
I love you too.
And she will, circle around, nestle herself into the dirt, and you guys can set up your watches for the evening.
I'm gonna spend like a couple minutes, like with what happened the night before. I'm gonna spend a couple minutes like digging a little burrow to like hide all the gold, just so nothing happens to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. If you like underneath your
Like I'll dig a little hole and then I'll put whatever I'm sleeping on top of it.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, just to keep all of your treasure safe.
Yeah.
For sure. So I'm assuming you're gonna sleep first. Who else?
Yeah.
Can I cast a locate object before we go to bed?
Yeah.
Oh, real quick, Jesper, did you ever find out what the two rocks were from Stone Boy?
Oh, yes. They were the source of the magic of which made the elementals, made them in which they're formed. So it is essentially their hearts.
Have you ever seen anything like this before? Have
Yes.
any of you? What do you know about it?
They are created by people,
Okay,
specifically mages.
okay. This is all?
That is all. Yes, they come in different elements, and they are created. It is a spell
Do you know,
that brings them back.
this may be too specific, but do you know if the person who casts this has control over this person? Or over this creature, or is it something that runs rampant?
DM.
So this is about whether or not. So rephrase your question, I guess. So is this about whether or not they control the elemental, or whether or not they control the stones?
If the caster controls the summon, or if the summon does not obey.
Roll me an Arcana check, Nolan, because you're asking him, right?
Yes.
The 16 plus 8, 20
Yeah.
something.
You're never gonna fail this. This is great.
Jesus Christ. I'm just gonna ask you everything from now on.
Yeah,
Just as long as it's Arcana.
Yeah.
They are definitely controlled. There are situations in which an elemental can try to break free of that control, and they can then become rampant. You have no way of knowing whether or not that's what happened here, or if they were under the control. But typically speaking, elementals are created by some member of the arcane, and then or someone with power over the arcane, and to do a specific task, and are directly controlled.
Relay, and relay some more. Yes.
What the narrator said, yes.
Understood. So, someone other than this stone thing attacked us. I am going to, like, nonchalantly, because I do not know how to hide emotion. I'm just gonna be like, to Armek the entire time, just like, seeing if she's the one who's casting that shit.
I'm going to sleep.
No, I'm
Yeah,
not
she
gonna
is
say
asleep
anything.
right now. She is asleep right now.
Oh, okay, dope.
Yeah. So what is going on? Who is taking first watch, and who is going to sleep?
I'm definitely going to
Jasper
sleep.
and I are
Uh,
taking first watch.
Sure.
Just the two of you? Anybody else?
Do you want to join, Lauren?
I'm going to sleep.
I mean, I don't really need to sleep first. I still have everything, so I don't mind taking watch.
You can motherfucking join us if you want, or you can sleep.
I'll take watch, I guess.
I casted Brocade Object, by the way.
Yes. So I was reading that. So I think the specific modification is if it's a specific object known to you, then you know what it is, and the 1,000 feet doesn't matter. Is that true?
I think so. Sense of direction again.
Okay.
Yes.
In that case, it is definitely outside of the 1,000 feet. I mean, you guys have traveled like, what, 20 miles or something in an average day. So at this point, you guys are like in the heart of the hills and rocky area over here. And that object, the blanket or whatever cloth that you had wrapped the rations in, is over here and heading in this direction.
Holy
Okay.
shit, that was really small. But I think I
Yeah,
kind of
this map is very large.
Gotcha.
Well, I can actually adjust that. Hold on. Let me see if it's better. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Yeah, so it is. You guys are over here, roughly. The object is over here, moving in this direction.
I wake back up. We're going that door. No, I'm joking.
All right. So, as the moon ascends into the sky on this here 19th day of Fruthia, you guys begin to settle in for the night. As some of you, start snoring, whether it's the sound of children or just regular people snoring, or sorry, children screaming or just regular people snoring. And you guys begin your watch around the campfire.
This one.
Yes.
You wanted to speak, my child.
Yes, I do. I wish to, if you don't mind, learn more about this curse of yours and see if there's anything I can perhaps do about it tonight.
I say cursed in a more of a metaphorical sense, and more two ways than one. I am cursed in this time by being, pointing to myself, scaled, to say the least, and cursed by being, from what I've heard, the only dragonborn who breathes upon death. From what I was told, the people who found me, my egg was on the edge of the Forsaken. I think something what has happened to for the Forsaken has affected my incubation, I guess. What I've been trying to do my entire life is finding the best way to heal something. I've been trying to not be the cause of harm when I breathe. I want to do something better than just breathe the black smoke. No, breathe the black flames I breathe. I think if I can find somehow a way to cure what's happened to me, there might be a way to cure what has happened to the Forsaken. And if I can do that, maybe I can help looking at Armak, people like me and people like her, find a better way to live than just in seclusion. They've been blessed to live in Volcra, but they are not. I do not like what they do, but I understand why they do it.
I want to cast Detect Magic.
You're muted.
Yes, I am. For sure. So you detect magic. I mean, you see just the regular magical essences around you of the casters in the area. Norman as well. It does exude conjuration magic, like we had said. The stones in your bag from the earth elemental are also the magic. Were you looking for something in specific here?
Yeah, I'm looking at Tanin.
He just, I mean, you would have seen other clerics before, and if you had ever done it, it would look very similar. He does not appear to possess any additional magical properties, no.
How would you act out trying to detect magic?
Is there something specific that you're looking for, Nolan?
I'm looking for. Well, I mean, he just described what his curse was. So I'm trying to figure out what happens at the edge of the Forsaken, and just to see if there's anything that I could do.
Roll me an Arcana check. I know you love these.
In Arcana.
28.
Actually,
Oh,
wait,
no.
do this one publicly. Sorry, do this one publicly, because this
Oh,
could
okay, yeah.
this could be something.
In general,
Yes, or you could do it on Owlbear.
how do you? What is it? Exclamation point R.
Yes, exclamation point roll 1d20 plus 8. Oh, let me change this. I gotta get on the dramatic playlist.
Oh, forgot it. Am I doing it wrong?
Let me see. Yeah, because
Period?
roll has a second L, not an E.
Lovely.
Stupid.
Don't beam him like that.
Hey,
Okay.
I just...
He just
27.
didn't clarify which role.
Okay, 27.
Got a
That-
19.
Yeah, so 25 was the DC that you needed there. So
Oh.
you would know that although you cannot detect anything right now, there are some magics that, when layered with other magics, can be explicitly hidden from things that are seeking to detect magic. You don't know if that's the case, and you don't know how to look for traces of that, without like dispelling magic on his person, but you don't know what that would do. But you would know that there are powerful magics that can absolutely conceal the traces of other magic.
Master Lieutenant,
Yes, just wait.
have you ever? I have an idea. It might not help the way people look to you, but it could help the unfortunate situation that you find yourself, being as though that you are on the edge of the Forsaken.
What do you mean? What do you plan?
Well, I just need a shoulder or hand, so that I want to cast a spell, and it's sort of like taking vitamins. If it doesn't work, it's not going to hurt you, but if it works, well, how do you say? That's a bingo.
I don't think I have that saying in my land.
Yeah.
So, if you need a hand, Lord, do you mind handing one?
Handing a hand.
Yes, ma'am.
I need your hand.
Mine.
Yes.
Okay, here. And then I'm just... Lord, hold my hand, I'm scared. Or Norman, please. Whoever.
Norman will just like reach out and hold your hand.
Oh my god, thank you.
And
What? Does he still have his gold locks?
No. I mean, he still has like his normal gold locks, but he's not shaggy anymore.
I'm very jealous. Okay. Tell me, Jesper.
well, I hope I was right about that. I think so. Anyways, and I'm gonna grab his forearm, and I'm going to cast Remove Curse.
Okay. Tanine, I need you to publicly make me a wisdom saving throw.
You got it. Though. Okay. So, what was it? Period?
Exclamation point roll.
Yeah, my bad. Plus 6. So 16.
One second.
Hope I don't kill you. Jesus.
Lovely.
All right.
I've
Nolan,
never
go ahead and-
even used. Oh,
Nolan,
sorry.
go ahead and describe how you how you cast Remove Curse and what this looks like.
Ah, yes. Because I've done this before.
Oh jeez.
I'm gonna grab his hand and his forearm, and I'm going to recite in fun language. Use a fun one. Celestial.
Dude, oh, I speak that.
Oh shit! Now I gotta actually like say shit.
It's okay. You can do it in Draconic.
I'm just doing it in a fun language. And my eyes light up with some light blue, and it sort of looks like I'm taking energy into myself, and then it disperses as soon as it gets to my hand. And that's what it looks like.
All right. And as this flows into you, Tanine, blinding light fills your eyesight and racks your brain in excruciating pain. You immediately collapse to your knees and feel the breath exhumed from your lungs. Then, the pure white light's hue changes to a pale blue as you see the brightness of a day's sky. Birds are tweeting in the background, and you are surrounded for a moment by the moisture and familiarity of Vulcan air. Your eyes travel downwards and see a beautiful lush tree line and gargantuan skyscraper-like boulders surrounding a crystal clear pool of water. Then you see in front of you something strange, yet oddly familiar, which does not seem to be possible because you've definitely never been here before and you've never seen anything like this in your entire life, let alone even hear about something like this. Standing in front of you, consuming your entire vision, is the largest pair of eyes that you could ever imagine. They're connected to a scaly head that is at least 25 feet in height, probably 30 feet in width. And as they look down into you, the head of a titanic dragon breathes warm air over you in another flash of greenish light, and you snap back to consciousness in the campsite that you had just left, and you are stunned as these visions just completely rattle through your mind. You're unsure what just happened, what you just saw. You know that this had never happened to you, and yet you were so certain that this was real and that was your experience. And that's where we're gonna take a 5-minute break.
Perfect.
Okay, yeah, was not expecting that early. All right.
Didn't know you had that.
Yeah, no one's like, I'm gonna cast Remove Curse, and I'm like, okay.
To be fair, I was making sandwiches in the kitchen when you were describing it, and I texted privately that I cast Remove Curse, and I went, curse, remove curse, remove the curse.
I did not know it was an actual curse.
That may or may not have been a curse. You don't know.
Could have been the first layer.
Although you also know, looking down, your scales appear unchanged. You are still that same black dragonborn that you were before.
Does my breath still smell like dick?
Yes, your body and everything about you seems to be the same. Also, this was bizarre for Nolan and Lore, you guys watching this, because he just collapsed in front of you, and now he's just kind of like shaking on the ground, unmoving, barely able to like stammer out any words. Oh yeah, well, we're gonna pick up in a few minutes there. I'm gonna grab some water.
I am also going to grab a beverage.
So dope.
So this is the first time that I've played a knowledge cleric, and I don't cast spells. So when I see spells, I just go, "Oh, I should do that," and then I don't know what the spell is. Like I just learned what sending was the other day because I was watching Critical Role.
Wait, what?
That is the best way to learn about sending, actually.
Yeah.
You really
Literally
get an
the
idea.
one with an infinite range.
Yeah. All right.
Do any of you watch actually?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, there's like a segment on one of the episodes where they talk about like the range of like TNT spells, and I think sending is the one with the unlimited range, right?
Yes, sending is unlimited. Or I suppose any unlimited on the same plane of existence.
Oh, can you not cross planes?
Ti amo.
I don't think so. Actually. I would have to check that.
I love you.
Would
Aw.
a message do the same thing?
My
No.
message is like 100 feet.
Oh, okay.
These
And
pretzels
it's
suck.
it's only if like somebody is if you know that person.
Okay. So sending is just knowing the person exists on the same plane.
Is knowing the person exists, period, I think.
Okay.
Could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Because you could be in like the plane of fucking fire elementals, and I could just be like, "Yo, Jen, find any shinies?"
By the way, I'm back and stuff.
Sure, just give me a second here.
Is it bad that I'm about to finish a bottle of champagne?
Probably, yeah.
Well, it's mainly bad because you're drinking champagne.
What is wrong with you, bro?
Champagne is disgusting.
Bro, I'm so sorry. You have horrible taste.
It's just spicy water.
Never talk
no.
about sparkling water.
Sparkling water is spicy water, dude.
Yeah.
Sparkling water is
Sometimes.
absolutely atrocious.
That's tough.
I'm so sorry.
Dude, the other day
I was traumatized when I went to Europe.
I tried
It hurt.
I tried this this whiskey that was a mango habanero like flavor. It's actually pretty good.
Bro, mango habanero, period. It's just a very fantastic combination. Mango habanero from B-Dubs.
No, stop.
It's just amazing.
Stop. No.
You don't like B-Dubs?
Dude, I had B-Dubs yesterday. They did not deliver, bro.
I guess B-Dubs is the same as Chipotle. It varies by locale.
It definitely does, 100%. Because there was one place where I had their what do they call it? Desert Heat, their dry rub. Oh man, it was so good.
I love the dry rub, dude. Everybody makes fun of me for it, but I was like, nah, the dry rub tastes so
I
good.
I prefer dry rub over like sauces. Personally. Because I remember this one time. Actually for my 21st birthday. My mom fucking got me drunk as shit. But she took me to this pool hall. And they served the best lemon pepper wings I've ever had. I still can't tell if it was because I was drunk or if because they were actually good, but I'm just gonna go with they were actually good. And yeah, lemon pepper is the best.
True.
Are there any vegans here? Okay, good.
If so, you are henceforth kicked out of my.
The closest I ever was pescatarian for like a year.
That's when you only eat fish, right?
Yeah, the only meat would be fish.
Yeah, not you only eat fish.
What kind of Christian ass shit is that? No, I'm joking.
Alright, is everybody back? I'm just finishing.
Honestly, I found it in like a Diet Insider at the supermarket, and I picked it up, and I was like, "Oh my god, this might be the next best thing."
That sounds like some Aventura shit.
You would not be wrong.
Anyway.
Alright, let me see here. Is everybody back?
I'm back.
Yeah.
It's not always about you, Hector.
I'm just reminding him that I'm actually back, okay? Terrence.
A little self-centered, are we?
He asked a question to the group, and I was answering the question.
So I think that's everybody. All right, just give me one more second here. Okay. We do it's called a little improvisation. And all right, so I guess we will pick up right in the aftermath. You touched him. This holy energy flowed through your body as a vessel, and into Tanine here. He immediately just doubled over. You're not sure if it was pain or what's going on here, because he seems to be unresponsive, like barely stammering out, and just seeming to be breathing very heavily at your feet.
Dragons.
I'm just gonna start shaking and go, oh dear, oh dear, and then be like, Master Tanine, Master Tanine. I'm gonna look over at Lauren, just like,
I'm gonna rush over to him and like try to kind of hold him steady so he doesn't hurt himself. It's okay, Tanine. It's okay. It's Lore. And look, Nori's here. And I'll grab Norman's hand and I'll place it on Tanine's shoulder.
I need anything to wake up, or do I wake up at this?
Big squeeze. You're awake. You haven't taken damage. You are currently stunned, so like you can struggle out to get some words out. But your like entire being is shaking at what you just experienced. You're not sure what it was. You're not sure what's going on, or if it's going to continue. But for right now, you just seem to be just completely overwhelmed.
It's hot. It's hot everywhere. Dragons. Eyes. I can't breathe.
Well, that was me removing the curse. Perhaps I can bestow curse. That's what, I don't know.
Wow, man, I don't know if I want you to help me with my whole magic thing at this point.
I'm usually good at this. I think Master Tini is just maybe exaggerating a little bit.
Air. Air.
Yeah.
Perhaps he will be fine. He
Punch
will
my
get up
abdomen.
Yeah, at this point, you do seem to be returning to control of your body now, so you are no longer stunned. As you just sit in the wake of whatever that was.
Yes,
Yes, Master Tanine.
What did you do?
He broke you.
Removed.
He did.
Yes.
You were straight broken.
I was more than broken.
I attempted to remove the curse.
Actually a curse?
Well, some magic is very strong and hides itself, but I was going on a hunch. I did not know if you were actually cursed or not because I could not see it.
It definitely feels different. Whatever you did. It's definitely made me feel a lot You guys did not see anything. It was only me.
What, your seizure? Yes, we saw that.
Oh, we saw it. Yeah.
Dragons, you do not?
I mean, you're kind of dragon-like, right? I saw you having a
And
fit.
I guess even though it feels real, like I guess I'll just like look down as if I feel like I'm crazy, and I'll just stay quiet for a little bit. I saw something.
Well, what did you see?
I don't know if it was real or not. I it was they were dragons. They
It was one dragon, to clarify.
oh my bad.
It was
There-
one absolutely ginormous dragon.
There was a dragon. At first, it was just the eyes, and then the head appeared. It opens its mouth and it exhaled. I don't know. I don't know what it means. I don't. It. I feel different. But lighter is the best word I can say. It. It's scary.
Glad you're alive, Master Tanin. I promise not to do that ever again.
Yeah, that's some crazy stuff. I mean, I'm glad you're okay now. And if you feel lighter, I mean, does that mean it worked somehow?
I guess if I'm still holding like Norman's hand, I'm gonna like squeeze it. I'll look at Laura and I'll be like, think so. Looking back at Jasper now, it was not bad of what you did. It was just something I never expected. Nothing I think I could have prepared for.
Did this dragon you saw, did it feel menacing? Or was it like a good presence?
Thing is with dragons. When I did this one, its breath felt like an embrace. But I cannot tell you if it was doing it willfully or side effect of what Jasper has done.
I'm just gonna sit back and just, like, I look like I'm really deep in thought.
Yeah, for sure. It is getting close to the shift change at this point. So if you guys have any final words before you wake up your comrades to go to sleep.
I will let you know if anything changes.
Yes. And if you need anything else, Master Tanin, I am at your service.
I appreciate you, Jasper. Thank you, Nor. Thank you, Nor. And I guess we'll all just go to sleep.
Yeah, for sure. So are we swapping
Yeah, I'll
watches?
wake up.
I am staying asleep.
All right. So Genevieve is gonna keep watch alone.
I guess so.
My man wants
Is-
his 2 hit points, dude.
So is
No, it's because my guy likes to sleep.
is this the last watch?
That was the first watch that you guys just had, so this is about to be the second watch.
How many
So,
watches are there?
There are 2. It's 4-hour chunks. So if you did not sleep the first watch, you either have to sleep the second watch or you gain a stack of exhaustion.
Does Armek keep watch with Genevieve?
Armek was sleeping, right?
Yeah, she can. She slept the first one, so she'll wake up if you trust her. Yeah.
I guess I'll go to sleep then.
For sure. All right, so Genevieve, you and Armek sit on opposite sides of the campfire and just keep a watchful eye out on your surroundings. Is there anything that you would like to do or say to her throughout the night?
No, I just do a quick dig to make sure my things are there, and then bury back up, and I sit on top of them.
Yeah, for sure. She sits in a contemplative silence as well, happy to not have to speak in the disgusting common tongue. Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
That's a 10.
Okay, a 10. Good to know. Okay. So, your watch goes by quite peacefully. You don't seem to have anything going on. You definitely are enraptured by this massive pile of gold that just appeared in front of you earlier today, courtesy of your benefactor. And yeah, the night passes by quite peacefully. The daylight comes, or at least it tries to come. The sky is quite overcast this morning, washing the entire landscape in a dreary gray overtones, while a light mist clings to and swirls around your feet as our heroic troop gather their things and continue their journey further into the rolling hills. So you and Armek wake your companions. Everybody can change their spell preparations, and Hector gets his 2 temporary hit points as you guys can convene in the morning and begin the day. You slept again, so you get your 2 temporary hit points.
What does that stack?
No, temporary hit points do not stack.
Okay, just wanted to clarify. Sorry, I'm eating pretzels. Let me know.
Strictly banned.
How many more days until we make it to Armac's place? I guess I could ask Armac that.
Today should probably be the last full day of travel. We should probably, see as far as we can get, and we'll see if we can locate it overnight. But we should probably wait until the morning to come. My people might not appreciate heavily armed strangers arriving in the cover of night, if you understand.
Yes, I believe that's how most people. Yes, that I understand that.
Right, yeah. So you guys go ahead and head out. She leads you along the way through the rolling hills as they become far rockier. Hold on. Everybody roll me that D12. You know how much we love those?
6.
Okay.
An 8.
Okay.
I got an 11.
Okay. All right.
Oh, wow. You can do a lot of things.
I got a 3.
3. All right. Good to know. All right. So our lovely Armek, the guide, leads you guys further into the hills as you begin to travel. You probably started the day around here, and she leads you further inside and over towards the west this way, as the directions seem to veer quite sharply further into the heart of the mountains or hills over here. Eventually, you come across a somewhat of a clearing as the rocky formations begin to converge together into somewhat of a narrow passageway, and you can see up ahead, you guys, in this relatively sparse area, that in order to progress further, there actually seem to be blocked by several large figures that seem to be, not too fond of standard clothing, that are openly wielding various weapons, picking what would seem to be some sort of a various meats out of their teeth. How do you guys approach?
Do they look bigger than you said they were big?
Yeah. So these are large creatures. So these are about 10 feet across. Yeah.
And you said they're not fond of. Oh, okay. They're not wearing many clothes.
Yes.
Okay. What does it look like they're eating?
Make me a perception check.
Are you
Oh,
sure
you
it's
guys
not
can
a check?
move yourself into formation here once you get loaded in.
I would have sworn that if I was looking, I think it was Arcana.
I'll be back as a group.
The 13 plus. Okay, 16.
Do I recognize these creatures?
Make me a nature check. At this distance, you can see that they're snapping and picking off the bones of some animal. They're just eating the meat. It appears to be raw, just directly off of the bones here, and they're using some of the scraps in order to pick at parts in their teeth.
Weird does not mean dangerous, and they seem peaceful.
So everybody go ahead and
Saqué un
put yourself in
14.
order, however you want to approach. Assuming everybody is...
Saqué un 14.
Salió un 14.
Saqué un 14.
¿Qué?
Un 14.
Un 14.
¿Qué?
I got a 14.
Un 14.
Oh, for the nature check.
See.
Yeah, you've definitely heard these before. These look like ogres. Large, bumbling buffoons of creatures. Rather violent
Why is
in
it
their
not snapping?
demeanor.
Why is there 5 of them? Oh my goodness.
They look like what? I'm sorry.
Ogres.
I say in giant, ¿por qué tú estás aquí?
Okay, I'm gonna have to cast comprehend languages in real life here.
Why are you here?
Yeah.
One of them, there's probably this green guy here, looks up at you guys and goes, "Hey, how's it going?"
Yes.
Replying to you in giant.
Hello. My name is Broldil. I come with my friends here, and we would like to safely pass by you all very handsome creatures.
Well, do you bring me food?
It looks like you are pretty well fed, and I am a friend to you. As you can see, I can speak your language. I have really good ties with the ogre folk north of here in Rumengard, you see.
I don't care about them. I want you to either bring me meat or I will take your meat.
You see, looking a little bit nervous. Desperate, can you make meat for them or not?
Yes. I don't know if it's enough, but I can try.
It might be a good idea because these guys are pretty scary. Not going to lie.
Yes.
Hold on. I think I messed something up here.
What is it with everybody in this area and food?
And we'll try to create food in water.
How long does that take?
I'm checking.
I'm guessing I can put my shit back on. By the way, I had.
You would have this morning, yeah.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna sneak up and hide behind Brodol and grab his leg and cast guidance.
Yeah, one thing I did mess up here. Let me
Oh.
adjust this. Hold on.
One action.
This is probably pretty important. There you go.
I need like a time tracker. What's pretty important?
There is, there are not 5 of them. There are 4 of them.
Okay.
That we see.
Ah, I see. Because you were preparing for more of us. I see.
Don't worry about that.
I need like a time tracker for.
What do you mean by that?
It's not that I'm going to do right now, but like when I do the giant thing, I have a minute to do it in combat. I need something to like keep track of that. But anyway.
10 rounds.
Yeah, it is 10 rounds, but I'll forget by like the 4th round. But anyway.
I'm gonna look to Brodil and in common to everybody else. I will make some preparations for our new friends, and I want to cast 2 spells.
Uh-huh.
I would like to cast Create Food and Water, which makes 45 pounds of food and 30 gallons of water.
Mm-hmm.
I want to do it at my table, sort of make the whole feast.
He's
and
only
then I
making meat. And gravy.
And then I would like to cast Bestow Curse on the food.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
fuck.
Okay. Okay.
I
If that
also
is at all possible.
I need you to roll me a deception check as you do this.
Cast guidance on him.
Hector, you have guidance from me.
Could I have Chris bless as he was making the food?
I mean, yeah, you can do that. Who are you casting bless on?
Jasper, Brodel, and Lore.
For sure. So let me check Bestow Curse. So those would have to be cast separately. So they would see that you are casting a spell after you create the food. Let me see here. Also, it looks like Bestow Curse is for a creature. Yeah, that would have to be for a creature. So this would be for an object.
So he can't cast it,
okay.
right?
Yeah, so you keep that second, 3rd level spell slot. Yeah, if you had a way of poisoning it, that would be different. But unfortunately, you cannot curse this food.
I would still, not knowing, cast bless.
For sure. So let's go ahead and mark you as concentrating. Who are you blessing?
Same 3?
Brodel, Jasper, Lore.
Brodel, Jasper, and Lore. All right.
I guess as he's creating the food, you're gonna have to resize that in a bit, eventually.
Yep, that's fine.
I'll step up and say, see, we have and giant. We have brought gifts of meat. My dear friend here is an excellent cook, and I'm sure they will satisfy your needs. Now, I am a little curious to your friend back there. What is her name?
I don't trust magic food. What if you waited so it killed me when I eat it?
Well,
I don't like that.
And he takes the like long chain around his back, and he, in anger, smashes the tree next to him, and it tears out a giant chunk of the wood. Just gets gashed off, and then the tree just like shifts, and then slowly falls backwards until it's leaning against the rock wall behind it.
The very good trick there. Don't you agree, guys? Yes, let's all give him a round of applause. Yes, this was good. I will tell you that this isn't necessarily magic. It's more so that he has it stored in his pouch, and he has a way of spawning it so that it looks nice and pretty. So it is real food, I assure you.
No pouch is that big.
He does have a magical pouch, yes, but I assure you.
Magic? No.
But he keeps the fresh meat in the pouch so that he can cook it for you, nice and fresh, without it getting the sand. You don't like sand, do you? In your food, I assume?
Sand and food? Sand and food?
Hunter, you're giving Terrence so many ideas for Maynard.
What? Oh.
Uh-oh.
I don't like sand and food. I don't like magic in food. I like food.
Well, good thing is that there's neither magic nor sand in this food. He was merely placing it upon the table, and I would ask that you do not get closer to me until we can reach an agreement.
There's no sand in you, is there?
Well, funny
He
thing
went
about
for
that
Quite,
is
quite intentionally.
there is no sand in me, but there is me in you. And if you come any closer, as I'm like using my giant's might to grow larger, then I will assume that you won't get any closer. As I mock them.
You're making fun of me?
And he, this guy over here, the green guy, also in anger, whips out his chain and gashes a huge hole in the ground directly in front of him. In, let's see, this area, is now just a giant divot into the ground. As he just smashes into the ground. Yeah, these people are not happy right now.
As I shifted,
so hold on. While you do that, what is everybody else doing?
Listen.
I
So,
mean,
yeah, Lore, Genevieve, Norman, and Tanine, I guess. Because
hiding behind rock.
sure, roll me a stealth check, and then everybody else.
I'm gonna try to keep with Joel, so he
Oh no.
so he has like
Oh no.
backup if shit goes down.
All right. Jasper.
That's
Do you
a-
speak giant? You speak giant. Yeah, you and Brold will communicate. So yeah, you hear this whole conversation.
Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of stare at the food and then just kind of look up and go, "Well, this is, huh." The food is good. I can assure you of that. I provide my own spices, which is what you saw me do. I believe that is what you think the magic is. But I can assure you that it is not magic. It is simple food. Can I channel divinity as an action?
What does that do?
It gives me proficiency in with any skill or tool for 10 minutes.
For sure. Yeah. What skill? Persuasion, I'm assuming, or
Persuasion.
deception? Or that would be deception, probably.
Oh, yes.
Because
Yeah.
that is definitely a lie. Those were not spices. Those were not...
Yeah.
Yes. Roll me a deception.
I'm not hidden at all with 7.
Yes. You're standing behind a rock. That's for sure. So deception. That would just be
Oh, plus
charisma
30.
plus your
Okay.
proficiency.
Yep. So it's an 8.
An 8. Yeah. Now the white one walks forward and just be like and is just like,
Spices don't make it appear out of nowhere. I don't trust you guys. Turn around or die. Yeah.
Shit.
Is anybody else gonna do anything before I'm about to do what I'm gonna do?
Yeah. Sorry. Did you say something, Nolan? I couldn't hear.
Yeah, I'm just gonna turn around in common and go, "It appears that we are all going to die."
Can fuck, because this is casting 2 spells. Can I cast Calm Emotions?
I believe that is touch.
Fuck.
So
Never mind.
if you want to try to walk up to them and do calm emotions, you can try. Actually, no, it's not. It is a 60-foot range.
No, it's touch. It says touch.
Let me see.
Calm emotions, 2nd level spell, 1 action, 60-foot range.
Yeah, it's 60 foot.
Yeah, 20-foot radius sphere. It looks like.
I thought it was concentration for 6 months.
Oh, I was reading Cure
wait.
Wounds because I'm fucking dyslexic. Oh, yes.
No. Blah blah blah.
Are these humanoid?
Roll me a nature check. No, nope, you're not allowed to meta anybody else.
I'm not doing anything. Relax. I'm just eating my
I
pretzels. I know what it
I got a
is. Nobody else
5.
knows what it is.
You got a 5? Maybe.
I got a 5.
Maybe.
Yeah,
You're gonna do what you're gonna do. So what are you gonna do?
I'm doing it. I'm doing it, not knowing. I don't know
Okay.
better. I
Where's the
am
point?
trying to cast calm emotions on. This is a white one.
Okay. So the first thing that happens is your bless is dropped
Yes.
because you have to change concentration.
I don't know how spells work in the game.
Okay. All right. So describe how this happens. This sphere that is supposed to calm emotions. Go ahead and describe your spell.
I guess I'm gonna whisper in like celestial, and just be like, "Hey, don't worry about it. This ain't that serious. Like, don't worry about it."
And can I use my inspiration to try and re-roll that stealth roll?
Yeah, for sure. Okay. Yeah. So as you do that in this sphere of there's some sort of melodious tune that comes out of this central point, and it hits everybody in that radius. And you could see that it washes over the faces of these ogres, and they look at you completely unaffected, and they just go, enough of the magic!" And they're all very angry at this point, especially because you did just try to charm them, and they just start to begin running at you guys. So at this point, we're gonna roll initiative.
I got an 11 on my inspiration roll.
Okay. Yeah, you're hiding behind a rock. You don't know for sure what level of protection this provides you. They do definitely seem to be focusing on the people in front of them, which have been the ones making the noises, especially the ones that can actually speak in giant. So let me go and make these visible for you guys.
Why,
Go
why
ahead.
you gotta be so mean to me?
I got a dirty 20 on initiative. So
Go ahead, roll your initiative and place your tokens. I'm gonna pee and I'll be back in just a couple seconds.
Is your dexterity? I also got a 20. But what's your dexterity?
I have a +1 to
I
dexterity.
also have a +1 to dexterity. We gotta
I have
roll
a
up.
13.
Rollies.
Rollies? Okay. Straight rolls. I got a 10.
I'm rolling right now. I got a 14, baby.
Okay, so
So
you're going
I'll
first.
move.
I'll go above you. I mean, I'll go under you.
That's what she
Meta.
said. That's
Meta,
what she said. Anyway,
Meta, how mad would you all be if I cast Thunderclap right now, or what?
bro.
Right?
So I was building
Yeah.
characters.
Do you know,
In case
do you
I
know
die?
the range on Thunderclap?
Thunderclap is immediate range to you, as far as the effects go. It can be heard.
You create a burst of thunderous sound that can be heard up to 100 feet away. Each creature within range other than you must succeed a con save.
Yeah, but the range for the actual spell is 5 feet.
Oh.
The sound could be heard 100 feet away, but the actual damage is 5 feet. Yep.
All right. So as Tanine went ahead and went for a Hail Mary and tried to use this sphere of this, what, as you described it, I actually can't recall. Sorry. And that did not sit well with these ogres, so they began charging at you guys. It looks like Genevieve, you are the first one to react right off the gate. So what do you do?
What do I do? Bonus action. Dash, disengage, or hide. Alright, so I'm going to you come out from hiding and move and use cunning action as well as my bonus action to dash.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 11. I'm gonna go hide up here. And just hope they have not paid attention to me.
For sure, yeah. Yeah, so you go ahead and you sprint over there, and are you using your action to try to hide?
Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead and roll a stealth check.
Okay. Nope, not hiding with a 10. Or, yeah, 10. 10.
All right. For sure. All right, so you are using whatever cover is there. I mean, you're quite small, so you can tuck yourself into the roots of the gnarly tree there.
Yeah, I'm just trying to hide in whatever bits and pieces they've torn off.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so that is the end of your turn, Broldel. You are up. Tanin, you are on deck.
5, 10, 15. Okay, well, I guess I'm going to move over here, and I have a longsword and a warhammer drawn, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to, with guidance as well, because he's still concentrating on it, I assume. I'm going to take a swing.
Go for it.
First one is a 23.
Yep.
For...
Guidance isn't concentration, it's just touch.
It is concentration if you look at it, brother.
Oh, it is. I should be concentrating then.
That's
Or
fine.
should-
It's a cantrip. I didn't bother with that.
Alright, it is 4, but I have to add the giant thingy thing. So give me 1 second, because I forgot what it is. It's 1d6, okay. So it's 4's piercing,
All right.
plus an extra 4 damage, so 8 total.
Yeah, for sure. All right, and then your next attack.
That is an 11 to hit.
That just misses actually.
Okay.
So you managed to catch the metal spalding here on the shoulder, and it just dings right off.
Cool. Extra attack.
Mm-hmm.
That is another 11, unfortunately.
Yeah, same thing with that one. Just the ricochet, it like jars your arms, and the second swing, the last swing just goes wild. Yeah, that is that. Anything else on your turn?
That is my entire turn. I'm just gonna... Yeah, I'll stay right here. Yeah, that's my
All
turn.
right, perfect. Tanin, you are up.
Okay. I am going to use guiding bolt on the white one.
Yeah, yeah, you gotta.
Well, I'm gonna definitely move up a little bit just in case. I'm gonna use guiding bolt at 3rd level.
3rd level. All right, yeah, go ahead, roll to hit.
I'm gonna roll all my bits at once. It is a 23 to hit.
For sure, yeah. Roll all those dice, baby. I'm going to give him
13 points of damage. Oh, wait. I got 1d6 on this end. Fucking 15 points of radiant damage.
All right, so 15 points total.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so any
And as my bonus action. Oh, never mind, because that's another attack. I can't do that. If I go into my starry form and go into archer, it says I can make an attack.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what I'm gonna fucking do. And I'll go use some of my wild shapes, go into my starry action as a bonus action, and give me a ranged spell attack. So another attack does a 15 hit.
It does. This is on the white one.
Yes.
That one is actually gonna have advantage. So roll your second dice to go for crit fish.
Nat 20.
Actually, all right, sure.
Yeah, I swear on my life, I can re-roll that in public if you want.
Let's go!
Oh, yeah, roll
Okay.
damage.
Okay, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay. So 2d8, baby. That's 10 plus 3, so 13 points of radiant damage as well.
13 points of damage. Let's go. All right, yes, for sure. So as this is going on, you see everybody, starting to get into a melee together. You walk forward, and this dark energy, envelops your entire body, and as it leaves this trail across your skin, it turns into this like astral starry self, and you shoot these 2 bolts of energy right at this guy, and the first one nails him in his gut, and then the second one goes right into his jaw, and you see it like protrude. All right. Yeah, no problem. All right, very furious about that. Our boys are going to take their turn. Mr. Black over here is calm down. Is going to go ahead. Wait, what's going on with my camera?
Pause.
He's going to go ahead and take a swing at you, Broldil, the guy that he is engaged with the melee with. Probably, yeah. That's definitely going to miss. It's like a 6 plus 4 or something. Yeah, that's going to miss. Alrighty. And he is sorry. This closed out on me. My apologies.
Gotta pause the music because you're taking too long.
True.
You guys have to take the dodge action.
Yep.
All right. Yeah. So a 12, I'm assuming, is going to miss.
Mm-hmm.
All right. For sure. In that case, it is. That is the end of that guy's turn, actually. Then Mr. White over here that you just slammed with that is very angry and is going to run in a direct line at you. This is going to be within your opportunity attack, Broldil, so you can go ahead and make one of those.
Sweet. 14?
Yeah, that hits. Go ahead and roll your damage.
That's 5 plus... Or, sorry, 8 plus... 4, so that's 12 points total.
Yeah, so with a howl as it's running past, you manage to rake it up its calf, and this large torrent of blood just bathes the ground behind it. It takes the chain out that it was holding against its shoulder and starts swinging it around in a circle. And when it gets over to you, it just unleashes it in this wild swing all around it. I need everybody, including Norman, to roll me a dexterity saving throw, as this chain just goes at everybody's head level.
Including me?
No, sorry, not you.
And
I meant
Genevieve?
everybody in this area.
Oh.
Everybody in this area, not everybody. My bad.
16.
So these people.
16.
Okay.
Norman got a 4.
Norman failed.
Oh, and I got a natural 1.
You also fail.
Dexterity. Oh boy.
Yeah, so Tanine and Jasper. Tanine, you succeeded.
Got an 8 minus 1.
All right, so that is a failure as well. So if you failed, you take 9 bludgeoning damage as this just knocks into your side, takes all the wind out of you, and it also knocks you flat on the ground. You are also prone. You succeeded, Tanine, so you take half as much damage, so you take 4 bludgeoning damage. And that is going to be this guy's turn. Mr. Green over here is going to attack the biggest threat that he sees, which is Mr. Broldil over here. He is going to try and, winding this up all the way over, he's going to go for a big wham all the way overhead to just try to get as much force into this as possible.
What was the damage I took from that swing?
9 bludgeoning.
And also, can you correct if that was 30 HP that I dealt?
You dealt about 30 HP. By the way, with the attack from Broldil on his way over, when he swept up his calf, he is looking bloodied at this point. So Broldil, does a 24 hit you?
Yes.
All right. In that case, you take. You take 12 bludgeoning damage, and you need to make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Easy money.
I'm sorry, I was having an issue with my HP. You said 16 damage?
9 damage.
9 damage. Oh, I'm glad it was not 16.
Oh, whoops. Hold up. I got a
And me
15.
and Norman. we
You got a
both
15?
got that, right?
15.
All right. So let me knock prones. Yeah. So you absorb the shock of this damage, and it just whams into you. And although this caves in your shoulder a little bit and it hurts quite a bit, you do manage to barely keep your consciousness as it just completely rattled you. That is the end of our turns. Florna, you are up.
Okay, so I am going to Hunter's Mark Burrow in front of me,
For sure.
and I'm gonna take 2 swings with my battle axe.
Go for it.
The first is a 12.
12 is going to hit.
All right. So
What's RC?
Also, I'm going to assume that you stood up before you did this.
Oh, yeah, that's right, I'm prone.
Yeah, just because that would be a disadvantage if you were prone. But so this time I will allow you to stand up before you do that. Otherwise, you would have to declare it beforehand.
Gotcha. Okay, well, does standing up when you're prone take your action, though?
No, just movement. 15 feet of movement.
Oh, okay, cool. So then...
If the first one was a hit, how much damage is that with your Hunter's Mark?
It is... So 12 plus my d6. So it's gonna be a total of 16
Psst.
for the first one.
Hey, yeah, for sure.
And
I ate
then
them all.
The second hit is a 25.
Yeah, that's gonna hit. Yeah.
And
Actually, that misses.
so that's gonna be 11 plus my d6.
Yeah, don't have to roll that. How do you kill this guy?
Let's go.
So
Let's go.
I'm just gonna let you do it.
Yeah, for sure. So as this guy just knocks everybody to the ground, swept your legs out from underneath you, you stand up and you point over to him, and I don't know exactly how you envision your Hunter's Mark, but it wraps all around his body, and you use your axes to just cut him off at the knee that was previously damaged by Braldil's swing, and he just topples forward to one knee in front of you, and then you use your other one to just slit his throat, and this torrent of blood bathes in front of you as he collapses to the ground dead. Anything else?
No.
All right. So with that, our lady friend over here, not too happy at what's going on here, especially after you just killed one of her comrades, is going to walk over here and unleash this giant crossbow and just fling off a major shot over at you, Florna. That is going to be 16 to hit.
Misses.
For sure. Yeah, so this is this massive bolt with a lot of energy that just is wavering on the wind, and it just sails just right over your head. That is Our Lady's turn. All right, so top of the order, Genevieve. Jasper is up with Genevieve on deck.
Ah.
I didn't. See
I was trying to ask. I was trying to ask him if he's actually negative initiative.
Oh, I have a 7 initiative.
Oh, you had a 7. Okay, sorry. So you weren't over here.
Wait, what is it? What did I text you? An 8. I have an 8.
Gotcha. 8 initiative. My bad. All right. So I will fix that for the next round. But go ahead and take your turn now.
Okay. I want to get up, and I would like to walk away. I'm just gonna walk very, very far away.
Are you going to disengage? Actually, no. Sorry, he's dead. He's dead. I don't know why I said that. All right.
I will disengage with the dead guy.
Yeah. And with your action.
With my action, I'm going to cast. Shoot, I don't have anything. Oh, 60 feet. Okay, so let's see if that's 60 feet. I would like to cast to. Oh, does this count? Oh wait, you can. Oh, you can't even see.
What?
Trying to measure. Actually, no. I'll just move back. So I'm gonna move back. I'll just move this far away. So I'm 60 feet away from the lady with the bow.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to cast command. A wisdom save.
Yes.
DC is 14.
You can just barely see her. Let's see. Wisdom. She rolled a 15, unfortunately.
Darn. Okay. That'll do it for me then.
All right. So top of the order, Genevieve, you're up with Broldil on deck.
Okay. Do I want to do this? Where's the thing? Around 5, 10, 20. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Alright, so I'm going to come out of hiding and move around my giant friend. I also apologize to my giant friend right now. As my action, I am casting Thunderclap.
All right.
It's a DC 13. Con 13.
Let me see. Is that just one creature or everybody in 5 feet?
Everybody.
So that includes
Everybody.
Broldil, so that is a con save.
It was a
Con
DC
save
what? Con?
13. Con save 13.
That's nothing to me, brother. It's fine.
The image of this 2
I thought you were about to say it's 5.
Mr. Green Guy seems to be unaffected by the by this spell.
Yeah, fine. I'm 18. So.
Okay. Should I still roll damage?
No, I believe it's a cantrip, so I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, so no, it's nothing on a save.
Okay. Regret my decisions.
You have a bonus action and a little bit of your
Yeah.
move.
I already used
Oh boy, little bunny.
yeah. Cutting action again and going back to my corner.
All right, yeah. So go ahead and disengage. That can get you right around over there. Perfect. Broldil, you are up. Tanina's on deck.
Okay. I am going to continue my assault by attacking the same one I was attacking, which I assume is the orange one at the top right.
The black one. Yep. Go ahead.
Black. Oh, I see. You're doing by the edge. Okay. Cool. That is a 19 on the dice. I am going to invoke my fire runes, so it has to make me a 1 second here. I always forget a strength. Yeah.
I believe it's a strength. He's actually going to fail that. Rolled pretty low on the dice.
Okay, so this is gonna happen. It's restrained for the next minute, by the way.
Okay.
It can repeat the saving throw at the end of each turn.
Right.
But as far as damage, it's gonna take. I have to add a couple things. So it's 9 slashing plus my strength, or my giant thing. So that makes it 10 plus 2d6 for the shackles. So a total of 9, 10, 22 damage.
How much was just the fire? Sorry.
12.
12. Okay. Yeah, for sure. Next attack.
After slashing and invoking my shackles, I'm going to slam at him with my warhammer offhand.
You'll do so at advantage.
18 to hit.
Yep.
That is 5 bludgeoning. I can only invoke my giant strength once, so just 5 bludgeoning. Oh wait, and my fire, because it's on fire, I think.
No, you don't do the fire.
Okay, yeah, so it's just 5 bludgeoning.
Okay.
And then
and your last hit.
my extra, right?
Yep.
15 to hit.
Yep.
For 7 slashing damage.
For sure. All right, yeah. So you go ahead. You absolutely unleash this guy with your first hit as the flames come off of your sword and envelop his entire body. You can see that it like holds his arms in place, and he's struggling to barely move. And you're able to get 2 more hits in quick succession. And he begins to bleed like a sandbag. He looks bloodied at this point. Tanin, you are up. I am on deck.
Brodo lets out a mighty roar, by the way. Almost as loud as anything you've ever heard. But anyway.
I am wrong thing. I am going to move over yonder. I am going to use my action to use my wild shape to cast Find Familiar and summon a little owl. And then my question is, do you want me to roll its initiative?
Nope, at the end of your turn.
Dope. So then I'm going to use my my starry form, my archer form to cast. Is this within 60 feet? This
Yep.
the lady? Yep.
Yep.
So I'm going to attack her. With my
Wait, so if you could use your wild shape to cast Find Familiar, and that doesn't break your starry form?
It doesn't say as much. It just
Okay,
says I
yeah.
can use my wild shape to cast Find Familiar.
Okay, gotcha. It's not an additional form?
No.
Okay.
It says I would just expend one of my uses for my wild shape.
Yep, go ahead and take your shot.
Does a 25 hit?
25 hits a little bit. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, okay. Tough. It's 1d8 plus. Plus 3. Okay, so she will take 6 points of radiant damage.
6 points of radiant damage, for sure. All right, yeah, absolutely. Anything else?
No. And then just for my owl, he's gonna provide the help action to roll.
All right. On green guy, I'm assuming.
Yes? Question mark? I don't know if that's how it works.
A creature within 5 feet. So, yes. You choose which one you're providing the help action against.
Oh, okay, then yes, on the green.
Don't
Okay,
do it.
so-
Now he's gonna start using help in my campaign.
It's not that broken. There are a million ways to get advantage in this game. All right. That. It is my turn with Florna on deck. Orange guy is gonna go first.
Did you
first
read
thing
my
that he
message?
does- Yes, I did.
Okay.
So the first thing that he does is, although the fire is racking his body, and he's not having a good time with that, he struggles with one arm to reach out to the tree that was, broken off and leaning against the side of the rock structure, and you see that there are dangling pieces of meat actually at the top that it looks like they had laid out to dry, and he takes one of them and chomps it in his mouth. And he seems to regain a little bit of fortitude that way. Let's see. All right. Then with his action, he is going to try and... actually, no, so he's not going to try. He is going to take his swing with his chain, and in a 10-foot area
Which
around
one?
him, the restrained guy, same guy. And he is going to take his swing around him. I need you to make a dex save. His friend will actually also have to make the dex save. Right.
I got a 17 on the dice. Plus one, that's 18.
Yep, so 17 will save. You take 5 bludgeoning damage, and you manage to absorb the hit and not fall prone. Let me see here. All right. That is the end of his turn. Let's roll to see if he breaks out. Which he actually does not. Another terrible roll. Mr. Green Guy is going to take a massive swing at you. Let's see if that works. That is going to be a 17 to hit.
17 to hit. It would. Actually, yeah, I'll take this. Go ahead.
Okay, for sure. All right.
Bless you.
What?
Oh, there was a sneeze.
Oh, bless you.
You take 10 bludgeoning damage as with the fist that is holding the chain, he just clobbers you right in the mouth. That is the end of his turn. Laura, you are up with Jasper on deck.
Okay, so I'm going to go here, if I could.
Mm-hmm.
And I would like to, first of all, I want to move my Hunter's Mark to Green Guy.
For sure.
And I'm trying to remember.
Do you remember?
When I move my Hunter's Mark, does that take my bonus?
It does take your bonus
action?
action, yes.
Okay. Okay, cool. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'm going to Hunter's Mark him. And I'm going to try to hit him with my battle axe twice.
Go ahead and roll your attacks.
17 for the first.
All right, that hits.
So that'd be 13 plus. So 15.
15 points of damage. All right.
And second is a 22.
Mm-hmm.
You just don't be missing in either campaign.
So that's
she had a rocky start at first.
So 12 plus 5, so that's going to be 17.
Another 17. Yeah. All right. All right. Anything else on your turn?
No.
Yeah. So you move that golden mark from the corpse of that ogre that you just slaughtered over to this guy, and with your hand axes, battle axes.
Yeah.
With your battle axe, you once again just take a slash at this guy and sink it in both times, and he begins howling in pain. Jasper, you are up with Lady on deck.
All right. I'm going to take my movement. We'll do about there. And I will cast Word of Radiance at this guy.
What is your word? Word.
Fuck you.
In giant, I will say, oh gosh. A word, a noun, and an adjective, which is technically 2 words, but I'm spicing it up, haha. Melting hippo.
Okay. Hilarious. Rolling terribly on our saves tonight. He fails, so go ahead and roll your damage.
Alright.
That's the way I like it.
What, not rolling a 20 on every save?
That is...
I don't know what you could be talking about.
That's 4 points of damage.
4 points of damage. All right. Yeah, as this melting hippo comes forth from your mouth, and seems to rattle around in his brain. He clutches at his ears. At that point, he does appear to be bloodied. Anything else on your turn?
Yes. No. No. Oh, wait. Is that a bonus action? No, it's an action. Shoot. All right, never mind.
All right. With that, Our Lady is going to go up, and she is going to walk over here and get down on one knee and line up a little bit of a collateral here between Jasper and Lore, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
It flies over Lore's head. And Jasper, what's your AC?
It's a good question. It's a 15.
A 15. All right. And it does manage to sink into your shoulder. This massive bolt that's like probably 2 feet long. Like it's a very, very large bolt that hits you, and you suffer.
I'd like to say in giant. I didn't mean it, by the way.
It's too late for that.
You suffer 12 piercing damage as this just rocks you backwards and nails you in the shoulder. That is that. Genevieve, you are up with Broldal on deck.
Okay. Go. Where do I want to move? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I would like to take a shot at why am I moving? At green guy.
With what?
With a. Actually, I'm gonna move a little bit closer. I'm gonna try and stab him in his foot with a dagger.
Yeah, go ahead, roll to attack.
$13, 18.
Yeah, that hits you. You stab him right in the toe. Go ahead, roll your dagger punch attack.
In the toe.
He's not very tall, so.
4, 2. That is 4 points of damage with a poke.
Including the sneak attack?
Oh, I get sneak attack?
Yeah, you have allies within 5 feet of it.
Oh, cool. I sneak attack. 4 plus 8.
8 additional points of damage?
No, 8 total.
Okay. Yeah, you go ahead and you stab this guy, and it looks down at you, not very happy with that situation.
Hi, big man!
Anything else?
No, that's it. I'm just
all right.
Looking up.
Broldal, you are up with Tanine on deck.
Okay, so once again against restrained guy, I'm going to slash at him with my sword.
How much fire damage does he take, by the way?
It's at the start of his turn, not mine.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, my bad.
You're good. 21 to hit.
Yep.
With I can evoke this once, so I will do so now. It's 10 slashing plus. I'm rolling it. 1 second. 3, so total of 13 points of damage there.
All right.
Still up.
Yep.
Okay.
Next attack.
Next attack is with my
he actually so with the heal that he had from eating the meat that actually unbloodied him, you just rebloodied him.
Cool. It's 25 to hit on the next one.
Yeah, I wonder.
5 points of bludgeoning.
Okay.
And extra attack. 18 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well, not very much. 4 slashing.
All right.
Still up?
Yeah. Yes, he is.
Okay, cool. I'm definitely gonna second wind here. So you can go ahead to the next person while I roll that.
All right, yeah, for sure. All right, so you go ahead. You absolutely wail on this guy, and then take a second to catch your breath and steel yourself for what is to come. Tanine, you are up with me on deck.
I am going to move over to in the same space as Genevieve temporarily, like standing in front of her. I want to use my breath weapon on them.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure it's a Dex 14 save.
It looks like they both succeeded on that one. One of them with a natural 20, but you can go ahead and roll your damage.
That sucks.
As once again, you unhinge your jaw and spew forth this massive cone of black necrotic energy.
1 point of necrotic damage.
Which does not seem to find much in terms of an entryway into their steely hide or very thick exterior. That is your action. Anything else?
For my bonus action, I'm gonna do a starred form archer, and hopefully attack. I'm gonna attack a blue girly.
Sure. Go ahead and roll with disadvantage.
Okay.
Because you are making a ranged attack within 5 feet of an enemy.
Oh, okay. Dope. Can I just take 5 feet back?
You can. Yep. So go ahead and
Dope.
take 5 feet back.
I'll do that, and then risk attack of opportunity.
What is your AC?
My AC is 15.
Yeah. So when you step back, he uses his left hand and whams you with an uppercut. You suffer minimum damage, so 5 bludgeoning. Actually, no, sorry, wrong dice. Actually, my bad.
Beautiful.
It'll be 9 bludgeoning damage.
Oh, yummy.
As he just uppercuts you right underneath your chin. Go ahead and make your attack. Just so you know, from where you are, she is standing behind a very large figure that's right in front of you, so she does have quite a bit of cover.
I'm not supposing a 10 would hit, right?
10 definitely does not hit. You try to go underneath his legs and hit her, and it just sinks right into the ground.
Then yeah. That's where I'll end my turn.
All right, I am up. Go ahead and roll the fire damage for this dude.
That will be 8 points.
All right, this is where you find out what RC means. 8 points of fire damage. Damn. Yeah, that hurts. He's not happy about that. Still standing. Well bloodied at this point. But still standing. So he, the restrained guy, is going to try and through the shackles that are restraining him, he is going to still try and take as much as he can with a giant swing coming down on top of you. It was a natural 20, but let's see what disadvantage does. Great, and a 2. So that is going to just slam into the ground beside you.
Can I allow you to have the natural 20 if I can use Cloud Rune?
That's definitely not how and that is going to do that. Then right next to him, actually no, let's roll a strength save. That is going to, although the reverberation of the ground actually creates a pit at your feet, in roughly this area that sinks down into the ground, and your footing is a little bit unstable. That reverberation manages to shatter the shackles that are binding him. Green guy is going to do the same thing to you, Genevieve, and try to hit you. And that is going to hit. Let me see here.
But I'm small. They can't see me.
All right, that is going to hit. You suffer 12 bludgeoning damage, and I need you to make a con save.
12?
Yes.
So that's... Con save?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, that is a dirty 20.
Yeah. So it just absolutely knocks you into the dirt. You can absorb this blow, and because you're so small, you do manage to avoid a lot of the larger parts of the weapon, and you also maintain your consciousness. That is their turn. Flora, you are up. Jasper's on deck.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and attack that boy again. 11.
11 misses, unfortunately.
All right, second attack
Mhm.
is a 20.
Yeah, for sure. All right, go ahead and roll your damage.
All right, so so that's gonna be 12 total.
12 points of damage. All right, yeah. Absolutely. As although your first swing, you don't manage to find much purchase with just the thickness of his hide. With the second swing in the same spot, you do draw some blood there. Anything else on your turn? Bonus action movement?
So bonus action, I'm going to have Norman attack.
Where do you want him to go?
I would like for him to attack the same guy I'm attacking. 15, 20.
He has
Okay.
a 40-foot movement speed.
Yeah, he should be able to make it, and I would like to do the charge attack.
Yeah, absolutely. So go ahead.
All right, so I'm gonna let me do this quick. So that is gonna be dirty 20.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, as Norman the orangutan just builds up his momentum and or however you would describe it, just knocks his entire body weight right into this guy, so he has to make a strength save. What's your DC?
It's 13.
I Clive Road to Genevieve. I'm joking.
And with the momentum that he builds up, and he lowers his shoulder and charges into the knee that you just injured, and that actually, this very large figure crashes to the ground as he is knocked prone. Anything else on your turn? Or actually, no, damage. What's the damage?
So it's gonna be
Should be 1d6
6
slash.
plus. Well, doesn't he get the maul attack damage too? I think it's 1 additional d6 on top of that.
Correct. Yeah. So a d8 plus a d6 plus 2 plus your proficiency bonus.
Okay. So
d8 plus d6 plus 5.
So it's gonna be 6 plus 1, which is 7 plus
Plus 5.
3. It's my attack.
So it'll be plus 2 plus your proficiency bonus. So your proficiency bonus is 3 right now. So the 2 and the 3 make it 5 additional. And with that amount of damage, he is howling in pain. There's blood left and right. He appears to be heavily bruised all over his head. They're both looking well bloodied at this point. Jasper, you are up with Our Lady on deck here.
Okay. I would like to let me see how far away I am from everybody.
Slight semantics here. He has to move in a straight line, so he has to be on that side.
I would like to move 15, 20, right about there.
Mm-hmm.
And would you say I'm would you say I'm within 15 feet of the lady with the bow?
Definitely. You're within 10 feet.
Great. I would like to cast. This is my last 3rd level spell slot. Spirit Guardians.
Ooh, yes. Yes, what do your Spirit Guardians look like?
Yes, so they look angelic.
Alright, as they descend upon high, what is the radius of that?
15 feet.
In 15 feet of you?
And every creature that starts their turn within that 15 feet has to make a wisdom save.
That is insane. Alright, I'm assuming you get
creatures that are hostile
Yeah,
towards
I'm
you, or
assuming
just
you
creatures?
get
Yes, just creatures that are hostile towards me. I can pick creatures. What is it? That are unaffected by this, and I would like to pick all creatures that are friendly towards me.
Okay. Is there a limit on the number of creatures? I'm assuming not. It's
Any number. Yeah, it just says
it's a
a
broken
number.
fire. That's fine. All right.
Yeah.
You are concentrating on that. Absolutely.
And that will end my turn as I. Well, Jasper wouldn't do this, but I am flipping everybody off.
What's going on, boys? And,
Yeah.
I kind of
Max-
picture Jasper as like doing like a machine gun, like fuck you, like with the.
Oh,
With the...
I'm going to be biting my thumb at the Giants. How about that?
All right, yeah,
He's
for
very
sure.
Shakespearean.
I am up. Genevieve is on deck. Let's take a look. Definitely fails the wisdom save with a 7. So go ahead and roll all your damage.
Oh, my damage. Sorry.
Is this an evil creature?
Does
Have
that
you
affect?
cast it?
It affects the damage type, I believe.
So this is it. We are. Hang on, I'm so lost right now. You want me to roll damage, right?
Yes, you roll your
Okay.
3d8.
Okay.
The damage amount
So
is.
it
the same.
is.
Oh, I see. It's the same amount. Either way, it's just the type of damage changes.
That's
So,
correct.
so 6 plus 7 is 13 radiant damage.
Yes, that is actually not radiant damage. It is going to be necrotic damage.
Oh, they're evil.
Yes. As
That's
as-
meta
as
though.
these
That's meta.
angelic creatures swoop down, you see that their white wings and golden aura seems to tinge purple and black as they descend upon her and viciously attack her. And I'm sorry, can I grab that number one more time?
13.
13 points of damage. Yeah, not enjoying that. Yeah, she is going to once again take aim here and do another collat here at Jasper and Florna in reverse order this time.
Did you say it was necrotic damage?
It was necrotic damage, yes. Does that do something?
No, I'm just. Oh.
Going to miss Jasper. And in the reverse order of what we had, arc over your head and land on in Florna's gut. You suffer. You suffer 21 points of piercing damage, and I need you to make me a concentration check.
Was that me?
No, that was for Falorna here. And she is
sorry.
going to use the rest of her movement to back up. And that'll be the end of her turn. Genevieve is up. So I'm sorry, what was the concentration?
It was 14. Sorry, I was muted.
Yep. So this digs into your stomach, and it begins to draw blood as this massive heavy bolt sinks inside of you. But you are able to maintain concentration on your spell. Genevieve, you are up. Roldal is on deck.
Okay, I'm going to take a stab at our prone friend.
Yeah, go ahead. Roll with advantage. Roll all of your dice.
With advantage, that does a 12 hit.
A 12 exactly hits. I don't think you even have to bother with your damage. He has 6 hit points. So go ahead and describe how you want to kill this guy.
So I'm just gonna take my dagger again, and it's gonna look like a gag, just the tiniest little knife stabbing into a giant, and I'm gonna pull it out and I'm gonna run away.
Yeah, you shank this guy on
And I'm gonna go back and use cunning action to hide behind the tree.
Yeah, go ahead. Roll your stealth check. And this just shanks the guy, severs his femoral artery. He just bleeds out, and his final breath escapes his lips as you run away like a conniving, wild little critter.
And I think I'm hiding, but that's a natural 1.
Yeah, yeah, you are over near a tree. That is that. Baroldo, you are up to Tanine is on deck.
It is time for the reckoning. I don't think I reckoned this time. Maybe I got a 14 to hit.
Hector, my friend, you are muted.
Okay, I got a 14 to hit. Maybe.
Yep, that hits.
Does a 10 kill him?
10 damage does not kill him, no.
Okay, then I'll add my giant might to add an extra 3, so 13.
That also does not kill him.
Cool. I'll just off hit.
He is on his last legs here.
I'm pretty sure it's natural 16 hits
Yep.
for 11 points of bludgeoning.
11. Yeah, that'll do it. Oh, because you have the 2 up in fighting feat. All right.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, go ahead. Describe how you bash this guy's skull in.
So I guess I slash at him and make it like us slashing towards like his thighs, I guess, to like bring him like make his head closer to me, where I bash his head bash his skull with my warhammer. And as I'm doing this, I'm gonna say like yeah, I guess that wasn't good enough for you, bro. And I just destroy this guy.
Yeah, go ahead. Absolutely. And then you have your movement,
Yes,
bonus
5,
action. And...
10, well, I don't know if this is like difficult terrain. But
that is definitely difficult terrain,
okay,
especially
so
because you are large, so you can't really go underneath
10,
the trees.
20. Wait, sorry. So this is 10, 20. I can't end there. So I guess 10, 20. I guess right here I will. Can I use my interaction to say like, I don't think you should fight this anymore because your comrades are dead. Can I do that or no?
Yeah, she just responds with a bloody spit over in your direction.
Well then, bro, I guess it's to the death, I guess. I end my turn.
Oh.
All right. Tanin, you are up with Florna on deck.
I am going to get out of the way of everybody.
I've been keeping track of my minute, by the way. I'm halfway through.
Yonder. Actually, that's 10, 15, 25, 30. So that's all my movement. I am going to hopefully non-lethally at second level use guiding bolt again.
Go ahead. Yeah, roll the hit.
I wouldn't suppose a 22 hits.
It does. Yeah. Shocker.
And again, I want to specify non-lethal.
So you cannot actually do non-lethal with a ranged attack. You have to be in melee.
Oh, understandable. So 12 points of damage.
12 points of damage. Yeah. As this guiding
I
bolt.
would have screamed, "Give up!" in common.
Yeah. You do so. It goes out and it absolutely knocks the wind out of her as this coalescence of energy smashes into her gut. She suffers the damage. At this point, she with the sputum that is flecked with blood, she is looking bloodied at this point. Anything else on your turn?
He's looking bloodied.
Yes.
Gosh darn it! Do I want to attack? No, that's not my personality trait. I am going to use fucking healing word on.
You cannot use a spell as a bonus action.
Oh, shoot! My bad. It's just because my first one was a cantrip.
It's fine. I'll allow him because he was gonna cast it on me. It's fine. Like,
Actually, I wasn't,
I'm
but it's
joking.
okay. But yeah, fuck it. Give me a sec. D10. 11. Okay, dope. I'm gonna cast fucking my ranged archer spell on her.
Yep. Go ahead. Roll to attack. At advantage.
I definitely have advantage. 17.
17. You see that actually it looks like it's going to hit and that it's flying true, and then at the last second she manages to bring her crossbow up actually, and she just launches it over her head. She manages to steal her defenses for that attack and make it miss.
So is she now unarmed?
No, she just used the actual crossbow to like catch it and direct it over her head.
Okay.
She is still holding on to it.
Perfect. And that is my turn.
Is this fucking Castlevania?
And then I'm using the Owlboy to provide the help action on her.
Go ahead. This is not Castlevania. No, this is any of the Pokemon players here would actually know what this is. All right, yeah. Owl flies overhead and gives the help.
This is actually from Black and White.
Oh, I don't play kid games. Sorry.
Florna, you are up. Jasper's on deck. It is not from Black and White, actually.
Totally okay. I wasn't planning on knowing that.
Florna, you're up. Jasper on deck.
Okay, so I don't think I can make it to her. So
let's see. You can get within. Yeah, you can.
It is possible. There's a way.
Yep, you would have to pretty much go in a straight line and would use all your movement.
If there's a will, there's a way.
Yep,
so where would I be? Like right here?
I believe this is where you would have to be, or you could go here. Either one of those two squares.
I can still hit her from there.
Yeah, technically she is in this corner, even though you can't see that.
Cool. So, bonus action, move my hunter's mark.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try to biff her with my axe. It's 14.
Yeah, roll with advantage.
The attack?
Yes, because you are being helped out by our friendly little owl that appeared out of nowhere.
Okay, so it's still a 14.
14, unfortunately, is going to miss.
Okay, so second one?
Mm-hmm.
Do I roll with advantage on this one as well?
No, it was just the first attack.
Okay, so that's going to be a 15.
A 15 is exactly what you needed. Go ahead.
Where's this owl?
It's actually right overhead. Right over her head.
So 10 points total.
10 points of damage, yeah. As you sink this axe into whichever part of her body tickles your fancy. Anything else?
No, that'll be it.
All right. In that case, Jasper, you are up with me on deck.
Okay. I'm going to use a bit of my movement. Move to about there. And I will cast. Can I cast another spell when I'm concentrating?
As long as it's not concentration.
Oh, okay, great. I will cast. Oh, this is so weird. Jasper is very confused that it's necrotic damage, and he's going to cast Word of Radiance.
Yeah, go ahead. What save is that?
Constitution 14.
She fails. What is your
Okay.
word?
Oh gosh, this time it's going to be with an adjective noun. You fucking Sour Patch Kid. Without the F word, because it's Jasper. Jasper doesn't swear.
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead, roll your damage.
Oh, in giant, of course. It's a 5 plus 3, so that's 8 points of damage. And is she inside of the circle?
She is definitely inside the circle, yeah.
Perfect. I will bonus action hidden step to become invisible.
Yeah, you are now invisible. I'm not going to bother with that since it's just the turn.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm assuming that's the end of that.
Yep.
All right. In that case, she is going to go ahead and over here. She's going to walk over here and take a shot at you, Lore and Tanine.
Can I also ask a question? Where the fuck is Armak?
Wait.
I forgot to drop her.
Okay.
She is here. She did not run away. Yeah. Let's say she whatever. Whatever. We'll figure that out. Yeah. So she's gonna just go ahead and roll her attacks. What are both your ACs again?
15.
Mine's 18.
What the fuck?
I'm telling you, baby tank.
Florna, that is going to hit with a natural 20.
Jesus.
Bro.
Uh,
I might be dead right now.
I'm waiting for it. Oh, you're right. Disadvantage. No, actually, that negates it. Hold on.
It actually has to make a saving throw at the start of its turn first for the Spirit
Okay.
Guardians.
So technically, that's what that roll should have been for. We're gonna wash this out. We're gonna redo this. Hold on. All right. So
I don't
wisdom
know.
save. Yeah, from the top. Wisdom save. Failed. She got a 0. Then for her attack at disadvantage, if this doesn't kill her, actually roll your damage.
I'm gonna roll my damage. Hopefully it kills her.
It probably does actually.
Oh, where's my other?
That's a lot of damage on Spirit Guardian.
It's 3d8, right?
Yeah, it's
3d8.
fucking nuts, dude.
3d8 necrotic damage for some reason. So it's 8 plus 3 plus 7, so that's 18 points of necrotic damage.
Yeah, go ahead and describe how these angels, quote unquote, come down and devour the soul of this ogre.
Gosh.
Or ogress.
Well,
Ogress, excuse me.
Jasper, I mean, thinking that it's radiance that he's doing for damage right now. He's just gonna try to pull up from above and sort of shake down and try to hit with this light. And when he realizes it's darkness, it's just gonna be kind of too late as it just kind of pulls this ogress apart.
Yeah, absolutely, just like you described. And she collapses onto her knees and then falls forward with an earth-shattering clatter. That is the end of combat here. Congrats on that.
Oh my god, we killed them.
Yeah, they are all lying dead on the ground in various positions. Armek comes running up from behind you guys and just be like, "Oh, sorry, Darius. I got lost from behind you all."
Don't do that again. Wait, I don't have to do the voice anymore. I apologize, but it would be nice if you don't do that anymore.
Please and thank you.
But actually, we did it to protect you. Yes, I'm your friend. Yes.
Well, I'm here to guide us through this way, and well, as you can see, and then she points over to the stone over here near the tree, and you can see one of those the markings that indicate that you do have to go this way. And you guys, anything that you guys want to do before you?
I rolled a 15 for an investigation check to scavenge body for things.
Yeah. Anybody else gonna do that?
I'm not concerned with material things, so no.
I guess I'll help.
Yeah. So go ahead and roll an
16.
investigation. 16. All right. Anybody else?
I'm walking away and immediately dropping whatever this necrotic stuff is around me.
Get this shit off of me. Yeah, let's just get rid of that. All right, so going through all of the ogres' bodies, let me go ahead and do this. You guys are able to find a few things. So just digging through their pouches, it looks like there are the remnants of a couple of previous travelers that have come through here. In total, you find a few purses containing 100 gold, 55 silver, and 10 copper pieces. That's a lump sum. You also, if you're interested in taking it, that bolt launcher that she has appears to be quite substantial and pack quite a bit of a punch if you are interested.
Would I be able to functionally kill you?
I doubt it.
So it's
a small buddy.
To wield it, it actually requires a strength of 15.
Okay.
I will take it.
I have negative strength. I am weak.
I will take it.
You'll take it for sure. All right, so you can add, do in Ogress's bolt launcher. You can add that to your inventory, and I'll give you the exact stats of it later.
Yeah, because I have to custom that, right?
Yes, and then I'll make an actual homebrew item, and I'll just give you that. And then you just also add about 10 pieces of ammunition for it.
Cool. So 10 bolts.
Yes, 10 bolts.
Normal bolts.
Yeah, that and then the gold. You also can take some of the meats if you would like. They do mostly appear to be animalistic and not human or humanoid in nature. So if you would like, you can take some of the meats. Other than that, nothing really of worth on their body.
Everybody, I found food, which I guess is the reason we keep getting robbed or potentially robbed. If anyone wants to do something with it.
I can create food and so can Jesper. I don't believe in carrying the extra weight.
No.
I mean, I can too. I don't have it ready.
Firstly, I think the biggest thing that we are not considering is Felorna. Is Norman hungry?
Is Norman a carnivore?
That's true. This is true.
These are the important questions, my friend.
Now, Pamela, that's a question for you.
Oh, sorry. I was forgetting about my push to talk. So, yes, he likes meat. He's particularly fond of jerky.
Ah, so we should probably dry these meats out, which it looks like they've been dried as per God's words. Are they jerky at this point?
I mean, like specifically jerky. I mean, they're not like salted or seasoned whatsoever. I mean, they're just basically dried pieces of meat. They're not like small bite-sized jerky. They are large ogre-sized pieces of meat. So you would have to cut them up in order to make them like snackable.
For sure.
Are they orangutan-sized?
I believe that we should probably take as much meat as we possibly can, because if we come across any ruffians like we did earlier, then perhaps we can bribe them with that, and then they could be on their way, we could be on our way. You know what I mean? And also, I'm sure Normie would like a snack or two along the way.
Yeah, I can carry some.
Sir, Master, Sir, God, Sir, how much could I gain off of rations?
With the amount of ogres here, although they were eating when you found them, you can probably gain in total about 7 days worth of rations.
Okay. Well, I am still not encumbered, so I can carry them if people want to, but we can split it up. It's really not a big deal to me.
It's fine with me if you want to carry them.
Cool.
I ain't stopping you.
I'll add all of the 7 days of rations of meat onto my pack.
Anybody else want the shiny things?
We should probably split up the shiny things, yes?
Okay, just let me know how much there's mine.
Unless our suddenly heroic friend Tenon does not want his material things.
As I've said before, I am.
I'm carrying his. He
Okay,
said I get some shiny things.
If you're dividing that, then everybody who wants it gets 20 gold, 11 silver, and 2 copper. Which if
minus
if
10?
Genevieve is,
I'm taking mine and Tannins.
So then you're doubling that to 40 gold, 22 silver, and 4 copper. Rich ass little bunny.
I ain't give a shit about no
You
money.
said 23 and 1, right? Was that it?
Could you repeat that? Sorry.
It was 20 gold, 3 copper, 1 silver.
Each, let's say, 11 silver, 2 copper, with 20 gold.
Okay, cool. Added.
So it should be 40, 22, and 4 for me.
Yeah.
Oh. Actually, no, that was incorrect. That was not necrotic damage.
Are you sure?
She's
not evil, right?
That just changed my whole thing.
No. Okay, so yeah, no, the damage is based on
Oh,
Yeah, it's based on your alignment. My bad.
yeah.
My bad. It's based on your alignment.
Dude, I thought I was cursed now.
I'm forcing you to be evil.
Yeah. No, literally, that's and this whole time.
No,
when it
you
was
are right.
necrotic
My
damage,
bad.
I was sitting there going, "Fuck, now I'm cursed."
That was radiant. My apologies.
Okay.
You are correct. So, assuming you're good or neutral, then yes, you.
Okay. I'm back with the group then. I'm not walking away.
Okay.
I believe you are evil. I think you should leave.
I actually
Start to
hate
walk
your
away.
existence.
I love you, fancy man.
You
Get
make
out
me
of here,
very
little rat.
uncomfortable now. You
Fine.
have given me trauma.
I'm the evil one now.
I understand.
Are you sure? I'm
No.
not speaking giant.
Oh, by the way, I totally think anytime anybody speaks giant, they should use that that voice.
Nah.
I am definitely
Boy.
using that voice.
It's
here on out.
giant time.
Giants don't have that much intelligence.
Yeah. Anything else you guys want to do before you follow Armek for the remainder of
What's
the night?
the time of day?
At this point, it's about 5 or 6 p.m. So you probably have about another hour or so to go, and then you're gonna make camp for the night.
I'm gonna guide this woman's.
Yeah, for sure.
Shall we make camp here before we head out? It's a little early, I know, but I don't think anybody would fuck with us if there are dead ogres around us while we're making camp.
Actually, I believe we could use these dead ogres, not mistaken, as protection.
I agree. As a matter of fact, I feel a little smaller now.
Yeah, you guys can take a short rest if that's what you're referring to. So is that what everybody's doing?
Yes? Question mark? I want to take long rest again.
Can I?
Can you?
Actually, I don't know if
Same.
I can. No, I can't. I could, but I can't.
I'm sure most people would like a long rest, but it's really up to the GM on what we can do right now.
You can, of course, camp and take a long rest if you like. Armek would like to get a little bit closer to the plateau, so that way, or not plateau, the area that, like the destination before, so that way you can come in the morning. The additional hour or so of travel time that, so at this point you'd be missing out about 2 or 3 hours of travel time. If you want to camp here for the night, you can. That's up to you guys.
I would like to continue further.
So perhaps just a short little rest and then we can go on our way.
Yes? I mean,
That sounds good by
Personally.
me.
you want to rest it for an hour and then stop in an hour?
Well, whenever I turn big, I get pretty winded, not going to lie. So I would like to take a short rest personally, but if you would all like to continue, especially you, Armek, because I respect your decisions as a member of this crew, then we can move on.
Whoa.
Breather is also an option if you just want to regain some HP. I know
Sir
you-
Lord,
I know
I
you
would like
tried-
to take a
I
short
know you
rest.
tried it.
Sir Lord God person.
It's not up to me. You have to ask them. I mean, if a majority of people say yes, then you can take your short rest.
I would like a short rest because I'm kind of ouchy, so I'd be down for that.
Good
Oh,
butler,
yeah.
how do you feel?
I hurt actually quite a bit. I didn't
Yeah.
realize that until now. The numbness has gone away.
All right, so that is at least half of you. So you guys can you gain the benefits of a short rest. Nothing seems to bother you at this point. I think that you were correct in your assumption that the corpses of 4 ogres does make you appear to be quite the formidable threat. So any wildlife that you see that comes around the corner just inquisitively, as soon as it sees what's going on, just immediately turns tail and sprints in the opposite direction. So you guys all gain the benefits of a short rest. You do your yada yada yadas, and you head off into the setting sun. So twilight emerges on this otherwise very foggy, cloudy day, and the setting sun cleaves the sky in twain. From the base of the hill that you guys are going up this rocky crevasse area. You look up at Armak calling out to you all, and she points a clawed finger out towards the horizon. Roughly a league away from where you guys are, you can see that this rocky terrain coalesces into one large plateau, at the base of which is a sizable tunnel that leads deeper inside. And she calls out to everybody in common, well, we'll just go a little bit farther and then we'll make a camp so that way we arrive at our destination tomorrow morning. Like I said, I really don't think arriving with a bunch of armor and weapons in the nighttime is a good idea.
So we were going to take a rest anyway. Gotcha.
Yes, a little bit. Yes.
I mean, yeah, I guess. I'm not fond of the idea of entering your village unarmed. But
she was saying more so in the nighttime would probably be not a good thing, just because that makes it look like you guys are there to raid them. Yeah, but you guys can go ahead and settle in for a long rest.
Hey Jasper, do you think we should go in the nighttime?
No! I think it'd be bad if we go in the night time.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah, buddy.
Are we suddenly going to be Arnold Schwarzenegger now?
Wow. Get to the campsite. Wow.
All right. So are we taking a long rest?
Yes, you guys are going to settle in for your long rest. That is where we'll pick up next week. In terms of resolving the long rest, you guys are going to settle in for the night. You can decide your watches. Then.
You already know what I'm going to do.
Yeah, you're going to sleep all the way through.
Actually, I completely forgot to subtract the temporary hit points from those hits. I didn't even add it, but whatever.
What a silly goose.
I'm a human being, thank you.
Yeah, so we will resolve that long rest and anything that may or may not happen then.